kick things off.
Let's get it going, guys. We got the Cowboy stuff back there, getting ready to go. Of course, the Cowboys here in the front.
Always.
Represent that star.
Casual, right?
Represent 28. Unfortunately, there, Cooper Rush getting the ball knocked down in his face as he gets knocked down on a 2nd and 10. It was a no gain that first play to Simi Fehoko.
Earlier this week, the Cowboys did actually say, yeah, I know, let me scoot over a little more. But the Cowboys actually did say earlier this week that, I'm not sure if it was the Cowboys or if it was reported, but Cooper Rush is going to be getting more significant snaps,
that's a late hit.
Getting more snaps.
They late hit at Cooper Rush, didn't throw goddamn flag at all on that one. It was obvious late hit. Even the Jacksonville Jaguars like, no flag. It should have been a flag. Here we go, guys. So right now it's press coverage. They're showing blitz. It's 3rd and 10. And Cooper Rush going back to pass, throws it a little high, and is that a catch? No. They went way too high.
Almost.
Number 17, Malik Turner. Malik Hooker's right here, 28.
I know, we got Hooker and Turner.
Yeah, Malik Hooker on defense. Malik Turner right there, number 17, who's also fighting. He's fighting Simi Fehoko for that spot. Right now it's 1 catch for Fehoko, no yards, and a target, and again a target here for Malik Turner. But no catch because it was a bad pass. It wasn't
definitely a rough start on the offense. Nussmeier, by the way,
your coffee, guys. Go MCF Cowboys.
I got Doug Nussmeier and Greg Zerline mixed up there for a second.
Oh boy, oh man, 37 got faked out of his cleats and allows a big gain. So like number 37, who is 37? Let me go check
Hardy,
on that.
Isn't it?
It is him, but was that him on special teams there? Because that is something.
Unless someone's sharing his jersey, but
you're right. 37. There's Malik Hooker coming on the field, guys. Like the probable starter by like week 3 or 4.
Exactly.
Over DeMonte Casey.
Jerry basically confirmed. They just want to work his reps in slowly, and they want to see him a little bit more before they just hand it over, right?
That's why I'm wearing 28 today, because this is he's a major piece for us, staying the course of healthiness and getting some reps. He's playing the free safety spot here, single high. Free safety all by himself back there. They're dropping back, I think Deontay Burt, I can't tell. It's a quick slant. Is that Trevor Lawrence, by the way? Is he starting this game? I think he is. I said this yesterday. We did do our simulation. I would be surprised if they rolled that way, but they are. Here, the Cowboys going Quentin Bohanna and Hamilton inside. Watch them. A 9 Carter on the outside with no Dorrance Armstrong, even though we had him on our stream last night. So
guys that we literally just mentioned that we definitely need to see, right?
At linebacker, the
Scotty in the house.
Two
we
stars,
got Sully.
2 stars at linebacker, Jabril Cox and Luke Gifford, and our defensive backs, Maurice Kennedy, Kelvin Joseph, like we saw yesterday. It's the second string core of there's Kennedy blitzing. That's Trevor Lawrence in there too, going deep. Man, nice pass by Trevor.
Did he catch it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he caught that on Bossman Fat, number 24. Trevor Lawrence behind, again, this is actually, this is the starting team for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I was just about to say, I'm like, there's no way Trevor Lawrence is out there without his starting offensive line.
I don't know about the offensive line, but Chenault is a starting receiver. So we didn't have these guys in the simulation because who would play their starters week 1? Oh, yeah.
Jacksonville.
Week 3, the Jacksonville Jaguars would play their starters.
I mean, this is the Super Bowl, so you can't blame them.
True. They also only had 1 win last year, so they'll take anything they can get right now. We got Nashawn Wright, Kelvin Joseph, Kennedy playing the corners with, looks like, let me see here. It's a quick run up the middle. Good job by Bohanna, but he did not wrap up. Cost us there.
Great read by him. He got in there quick, but
number 98, the rookie there, just in case you guys didn't know what we're talking about.
Exactly. New Media Nation United said Trevor Lawrence has a lot of talent. His team is just bad. No,
I agree. I mean, the guy threw that pass. I was like, whoa, you can tell immediately this guy's a good quarterback.
It's just a little risky. I'm just saying, I'm surprised that Jacksonville is taking the risk, but like you said, they were so bad, they really do need all the reps they can get. And I know this is super random, but doesn't Trevor Lawrence look like the quarterback for Little J's local high school team?
He does.
That's all I can think about.
Here it is. It's a good run. The Cowboys watch that.
Great stop there. Looks like Justin Hamilton.
Yes, Hamilton and 98 Bohanna. Why do you think that I keep calling out Hamilton's name, guy? The guy is a run gap stuffer.
I think Rondell Carter is the guy that has to show out a little more today,
I agree.
Because I feel like he's like slowly kind of just, I don't know, he hasn't stood out as much.
He's more behind he's more behind the 8 ball. He's the guy really, him and Anai are fighting for that last defensive line spot. I think Anai has the advantage right now. I think Rondell Carter makes the practice squad no matter what. So we're going to keep our talent one way or the other.
And of course, Jabril Cox is another rookie that we definitely want to see a lot from. He's
guaranteed his spot there. He's blitzing here. Some speed.
Get in there.
Trevor Lawrence throws to the end zone wide open, and Nashawn Wright got burned.
Oh, there's a flag.
Now, Farrell Cooper, a starter, or I don't know if he's a starter, but he got the touchdown. There's a flag, probably holding after that blitz. But they are celebrating, so touchdown it is. It's on the Cowboys.
Malik Hooker.
That's why he needs the reps. It's the same. He does. That's why he needs those reps. So now let me change the
here. Hopefully they show it here in a second.
Up top, 28 in the middle. It wasn't him. It was 38. Israel Mukuamu. They called it wrong.
So 30, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't Hooker. But that's not Hooker's job to cover that. That's Nashawn Wright's got to cover that all the way to the end. It's a cover.
Nashawn Wright was like on a whole nother planet.
Cover 3, you got to go back. He's not going back, and so now it's going to be 7-0 here. 11-27 in the first quarter. Whatever. It's a fucking preseason game. They got their starters. We got our third stringers in. But Nashawn Wright is showing you why he needs more time, and you just can't put him in because you like him. I like Nashawn Wright. He made a good play in training camp. He's a starter. He should start over Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis. No. That's not the way it works because we feel like we like these guys better.
The unfortunate
I don't like Anthony Brown too.
I think it's more the fact that a lot of fans feel frustrated at the fact that we're heading into 2021 and Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis is still kind of the best that we can do.
Jordan Lewis has done great. Let me be honest.
Again, I'm not disagreeing on the Jordan Lewis part.
But Anthony Brown has not. He's been burned left and right.
But the fact that he's still the best that we have at the moment, a little bit concerning, right?
Yeah.
So
Bossman Fat got burned on the first play, that deep one. For the touchdown, Nashawn Wright got burned.
Let me go ahead and read a few comments because you guys are kind of saying what we're saying as well here. Cut52 said Wright got roasted. Trizzy Go Crazy, what's up? Saying Wright and Joseph step up. Dan the man saying that's not good that our corners are getting burned like this. We have Joseph and Wright out there. So again,
these are not the starters. I got to reiterate. I know it doesn't mean much that we have Jordan Lewis and Anthony Brown sitting there resting up because they're our starters with Trayvon Diggs, of course. But they're gonna get reps today. And it's okay. You know, they're going to get burned in the regular season if we don't get them in there now and get them some of these kind of burned reps on the field.
It's funny. OG Locks 09 just said it. No wonder Brown is starting. These corners didn't even try to break up the passes. Like, say what you want to say about Anthony Brown. When we see him.
At least he's nearby.
We see him there.
Listen, the point is that don't put too much into these blown coverages by these young corners. I would not go crazy about this. I think
part of the reason, too, is you kind of pointed it out. They do have a good chunk of starters, and they're going up. This is 100 million, 10% all of our backups. Like, we have one starter out there.
These are in their cornerback spot, these are our 3 backups. We have our 3 starters, Diggs, Brown, and Jordan Lewis. And now we got Kennedy, Nashawn Wright, and Kelvin Joseph.
But we also got Skeptical Fan dropping the $2 holla, much love, and he said, I haven't heard anything from Lewis.
Jordan Lewis actually not bad. He's actually had yesterday he made some great plays. He almost had a pick on Dak, then knocked another pass away in a 2-minute drill from Dak. So he's been involved. He's been ball hawking.
He's been having, I don't want to say a quiet preseason. I just think that because we're focusing on all of the new pieces, I don't want to say we kind of forget about Jordan Lewis, but he's just been kind of keeping his head down and quietly doing his work.
Unlike Anthony Brown, who's been burned. He's been doing it. He's kind of head down doing his work.
Anthony Brown we noticed a lot more because his mistakes have been bigger and flashier. Yeah. You know.
Now we got to, again, they're playing different spots out there. Mm-hmm. So whether it's like the slot for Jordan Lewis, you're looking at the outside. When it comes to Anthony Brown, you got to look at the fact that there's a chance Kelvin Joseph could play the slot. There's a chance that, that Maurice Kennedy is going to play the slot as a backup. Dixon went down at the 20 at the kickoff.
Now, real quick, because I did see, there's a flag, though. Let's see what it is. Hopefully it's not on us.
But so you guys know, Farniok's out there with, Eric Smith and Connor McGovern and Terrence Steele. I think we're going to have a holding on us, of course.
Wonderful.
Special teams. That's John Fossil. Get your shit together.
Who is doing this? Who is holding? Tell me.
This little pooch is holding. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't yet, guys. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you know when we're going live. It is a nightly thing, a daily thing here today.
Daily and nightly.
Yeah.
That's what I said. In basically less than 12 hours, you've seen us and hung out with us twice now.
Hey. That's what it's about here on My Cowboys Family. So appreciate everybody chilling and watching. Hitting that like, subscribing, notification bell. Following us on Twitter at MyCowboysFamily. We got a Discord. We got a membership. You can see the link above in the description. Check out Jeremy Slade's Instagram. Much love to the sponsor of the week. Now, here we go. Running to number 37, to Quan Hardy, who will make the team, I think. He has one of the better chances of making the team with his offensive performance. Now, most of these guys are making the team because of special teams, and he already messed up on special teams once. So, is he a little behind the 8 ball? I would say yes. And no matter what, guys like Jaquan Hardy, Nick Ralston, Malik Turner, Simi Fehoko. If they get through waivers, if they're cut, they'll be coming back to the Cowboys in their practice squad. Most of these guys. So that's good news there.
Yeah, Hardy definitely went no glasses. I can't see who it was
no
that said
specs? No rec specs today for him? Contacts?
Come on. There we go.
Second and 7, dumps it down. Nice move,
Woo!
but going backwards, Malik Turner. Damn, he basically lost a yard.
I was going to say, he tried to fight for
he had about 5 or
yardage,
6, and he ended up with 4 or 5. But
he
tried to make something out of
manageable.
He tried to make, it'd been 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3.
Exactly. Really, I can't really get too mad at players trying to fight for extra yards.
Terrence Steele is showing Terrence Steele here against Jihad Ward. We saw him get injured in our simulation yesterday. He's got to do a good job, Terrence Steele. Bobby Bottles doing a good job with a $3 holla.
Much love, Bobby Bottles with the 1-2 punch and a classic Go Cowboys. Thank you.
He's dropping bottles, baby. He's got that Garrett Gilbert drop right there. He'll be seeing him later in the second half. Cooper Rush trying to get that first. He does to Malik Turner.
There we go.
3rd target for Turner.
I have seen a lot of Turner throughout this preseason. I think he's one of those guys that, if we keep 6 receivers,
he's the guy.
It's between him and Fehoko.
Right, but the special teams guy who's better is Malik Turner.
Yeah.
Malik Turner already has 3 targets, 2 catches, and 1 for the first down. I'm just saying, the Cowboys really going to work both these guys, see which one they really need to keep.
The biggest thing about Simi is that we know he won't make the practice squad. He will get snatched up by somebody.
I don't want to say we know, but probably
we are assuming he wouldn't make the roster spot because other teams have their eye on Simi as well.
Quan Hardy following his blocks, but this time doesn't see the hole to the outside and goes down. Much love, by the way, to Bobby Bottles.
Thank you.
What did you say, a fist pump there? Yeah. Much love to you, man. Again, keeping it rolling. By the way, Jeremy Slade down to 62 points. He's in that yellow-orange kind of area on the board right above. So, much love to Jeremy Slade and Bobby Bottles for, jumping on the board right here. Let me add you to the mix.
Go for it. So,
live on camera.
I feel like the biggest concern for me out of everything, it keeps going back to that offensive line because I agree, Cap 52, where were the run gaps? Where was he supposed to go? Because there was no
outside, goes in. Just got to hold that ball if you want to keep that job.
You got to block if you want to keep your job, offensive lineman.
Well, that sucks. It's pouring rain outside.
Well,
we just hopefully we don't lose our signal here.
We should be good.
Whether it's internet or TV, so.
There we go. Yeah, Talk Tom Montana 808 said, this is hilarious. Ha ha ha, crying through the pain, funny, or what?
This is our 3rd stringers. I'm not really, caring about the flow. We got Nussmeyer's calling the plays, not Kellen Moore. Not that really matters, but we know Nussmeyer. He didn't do a good job calling the plays in Florida with the Gators. 3rd and 9, shotgun for Cooper Rush here. Got to make these first. There's a blitz coming, a delayed blitz. Got to throw it. He does, and it's a bad pass by Cooper Rush. Is this going to affect his starting ability? His backup ability for Cooper Rush? I have to admit,
I think I've seen him more on the ground than trying to throw passes in the air, so I'm not really sure what to say.
It's not even, that wasn't a good pass, but he had no time. It was a 44 delayed blitz there coming in at linebacker. Quan Hardy picked up his block.
Look, he had enough time there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, again, it was Aaron Jones was the target, number 18. It's a bad read by him. It was an outside corner throw, to the outside. He threw it to the inside. So
I don't know. I just want to know who the Cowboys are looking at that isn't on this team for backup quarterback. Right, so that's it.
We got both guys. Brandon Smith, is it, and Johnny Dixon. Both guys ran down as the gunners. Again, I'm watching special teams because it's going to be major.
Yeah, that's going to be the make or break part.
Yeah. So now we're going to commercial. With
Cowboys abroad in the house.
Cheers.
Much love to you and the lovely wife Yumi.
Cheers. Yeah. See that lovely MCF gear right there? Cheers, baby.
There you go.
Coffee to start the afternoon.
Water, stay hydrated. So
I got my water too. So who's in the house? We're just chilling here tonight on a Saturday. This is a Sunday, 2 Sundays away from regular football, but obviously, 11 days, 12 days before this team plays against the Buccaneers. So we're almost there, guys.
We're almost there.
Almost there. This game is to finalize spots 45 to 53. And then the next 16 spots of the practice squad.
Yeah, these are it.
This is fun to me.
These are cold Olive Garden breadsticks.
Yeah, but you might need them one day. You're starving.
That's my point. You gotta eat something before your main course arrives, but you don't really want to eat cold Olive Garden breadsticks.
I know, but this is gonna be a cold breadstick kind of game
because that's what I'm saying. When you're hungry, you eat what you have.
When you got the whole team of 3rd stringers, you don't expect too much. Just again, when we're playing against 3rd stringers, or are we? Because Jacksonville just had their starting fucking offense on the field. It happens, whatever. Listen, I want the starters out there for Jacksonville. I don't give a fuck about the final score because you know what happens if they have their starters out there? It presses, it tests, it strains these young guys, these backups. We need that. We need that real testing out there in that field. They don't really tackle in practice. So here you get a chance to really do some hitting. This is where you got to freaking sharpen these guys up right now. That's how you do it. They're going to go through some growing pains. Let it happen now, not multiple times in the season when they have to get called upon because of an injury or some kind of COVID issue. We lose a starter. We got to throw in Deshaun Wright and he gets burned. Let him get burned now against Trevor Lawrence and get some of his some real snaps in, some real competition in.
I agree.
Michael Irvin representing on the screen. I love it.
No, hell yeah. So here, let me read a few more comments here in the chat. Let me see. Cowboys about said, "There's vodka in that mug. You can't fool me."
How'd you know? No.
So Dark Terminati in the house. Much love. Let me see. Don Oliver said, "That's what happens when you play only your backups." I mean, basically.
Yeah. And so, again, third stringers.
Chalktown Montana 808 said, "Hilarious on what the fuck is certain guys even still like? How the hell are some team, guys even still on this team?"
All you gotta do is really take 10 guys and cut them. 10 guys is what you're going to lose in this game. One of the biggest consistent
things I'm seeing in the chat is why we still have not made a move for an actual backup quarterback.
It's not going to happen.
I know.
Listen, but I want to say something, though. We're back to... Because backup quarterback guys... Cooper Rush looked better last week, but he ain't that good.
Look, I was going to say, he looked better than Gilbert or DiNucci. That doesn't necessarily make him good.
Right.
Or better.
Cowboys, the front office, Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, they'll tell you different. Let me tell you one thing. Trevor Lawrence is still in the game. Starters are still in the game. I like that. I want our Cowboys to have... Oh, they got burned. All the linebackers, Jabril Cox included, they got burned on the play action. Mukwamu with the coverage against their starting tight end.
But we got fooled.
Listen, I know. And listen, it's going to be hard to watch. They got their starters in there. Look, they just hurt one of their starters. Shagenesi, number 80. Should not be on that field, but he's starting. All right? J.K. Dobbins yesterday. You guys saw he's out for the year for the Ravens, running back. Because they fucked around too much. And that's the thing. Cowboys ain't fucking around. And that's the best thing about preseason. Those are the real dubs. Those are the real wins.
Yeah, as much
we didn't
as
get that injured.
As much as I hate to see an ugly game, I'm so glad that we pulled the 30 guys that we pulled.
Yeah. An eye on the outside. Good job.
Good
job by Luke
Gifford. Gifford.
There. Yeah, Luke Gifford with a nice outside sideline to sideline kind of move there. But I'm watching Bradley Anai, 56. He didn't over-pursue, which is good. He kind of went down the line of scrimmage, which is what you're supposed to do as the right edge when they're running away from you. So, good job by him. He did a very similar thing as Dorrance Armstrong did to start preseason.
Troy Shaw said, "Can't wait to see Ben DiNucci." Said no Cowboy fan ever. So
get ready to see him, though.
Yeah, you see, Montana anyway has more hope in Cooper Rush playing with the ones. He said, he's always played and looked more solid with the starting team.
Yes,
so.
You're 100% right about that. But, nice job. Come on. Number 24. There's the stop by Boss Man.
There we go. That's
now
what we need to see.
Now it's 3rd and 4. I just want to see, again, it's not about winning the game. It's about situational stuff. And you get to see, our rookies. Can he make the tackle? Can he be in coverage? I mean, Bossman Fat got burned once. Deshaun Wright got burned bad. But at least you're seeing solid tackling here. We don't see that. We don't see that in practice.
We're gonna recreate that Jimmy Johnson picture on the stairs of McCarthy saying Cowboys stepping up or something. I don't know.
That'd be the one that's like, how about them Cowboys? That's the recreation you want. That's the statue you want. Cowboys showing blitz. Joe Witt Jr. is making the calls here. Remember, no Dan Quinn. He's got COVID.
3rd and 4.
COVID
looks
protocol.
Like a pass.
Cowboys look at their blitz and they drop back.
Get in there.
Drops it down. Good defense. Deshaun Wright.
Deshaun.
And that's how you come back and Again, guys, this is the starting team.
Rough starts are pretty much par for the course for the Cowboys.
Yeah, but the starting team, that's not acceptable. The thing is that the starting team of the Cowboys, again, there you're seeing Deshaun Wright playing very well. They did a slant. He knew he was going to go. They only needed 4 yards, so you have to watch that slant. Great job there. I mean, who's that slipping and sliding? 31, Maurice Kennedy slip. Luckily, Deshaun Wright had some great coverage there. Made up for the blown coverage early. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't get down on these guys. Let them. Oh, great punt to the 3-yard line.
I mean,
that sucks for us. 4-yard line. Oh, no, 5-yard line or whatever. Anyways, the point is, that's what you want to see. You want to see your starter. You want to see your backups get challenged by Jacksonville starters. I don't care about the final score. I just want no injuries, and I want these guys to fight it out and earn these last spots. I want to see them polishing their abilities, and that's what you're seeing from Deshaun Wright on that play. That's what you saw from the first drive. Both Deshaun Wright got burned and Kelvin Joseph, our rookies, got burned. It didn't look good, right? And then you see the second drive, good stop on second down by Kelvin Joseph, nice solid tackle. It's not easy cornerbacks are not known for being the best tacklers out there. On our team, we have had pretty good tackling corners, but it's not necessarily a definite thing because you got a smaller guy going up against a bigger guy, right? Great job by Kelvin Joseph, and then even a greater job by Deshaun Wright coming back on that great 3rd and 4 slant route, and he anticipated it, had the great breaking speed and great timing without getting the penalty. Great job by both these guys on the second drive against Jacksonville's starters, our backup team. Keep that in mind. All right.
So, and yeah, honestly, I don't care that Tom Brady played yesterday or Mahomes or whoever the fuck. Like, that's every team's prerogative. We knew, even if Dak was 100 million, 10% healthy, he would not be out there. That's it. Point blank. Period. That's why it's like I don't care what other teams are doing.
And remember, we wouldn't have our starting offensive line. That should answer any question about why we're not playing Dak. Whether he's 100% no injury or beat up and still can hobble on the field, there's no reason to put Dak in there behind our backup offensive line.
And Cowboys Abroad also kind of saying exactly what today's all about. Scrubs on this team have to play this game so we don't have to play our starters. That's
exactly. And some of these guys will get injured or bash themselves up, but a lot of them are going to maybe say, you know what? The coach can say, he can make that practice squad now over this other guy. That's a difference maker for some of these guys. It could be a difference maker for us. We saw last year how deep we have to dig into the practice squad. Last year, we needed Isaac Alarcon. At least this year, we can bring him off the exemption. Last year, we couldn't do that. We needed him, and he was like our fucking 80th player, right? 70th player. So we have to these guys are very important for depth. And that's what everyone complains about is depth, but they don't want to see it.
Also saying it, I think the Cowboys just want to get out of the preseason healthy. I agree.
And that's part, because of the first 3 games, we were relatively healthy outside of Neville Gallimore and a couple other bumps and bruises. Outside, because we've been so healthy, is one of the reasons why the Cowboys are securing these 30-plus guys on the side, not playing, and let the other 50 guys battle it out for those last, 15 spots in the 53, which we know most of them are ready. Some of them just need some reps, like the rookies, like Malik Hooker right here, right? And then others are fighting for the practice squad. So that's it. And listen, we got 81 guys. I'm going to say take away the 81 because that's Isaac Alarcon. He's on the team. So you have 80 guys. And like I said, you have 53 man spots. You have 16 or 17 of the...
All right, a run.
This one's to Brandon Knox now. They changed running backs. We got our 4th, 5th string running back. They have their starters. All right. So...
That was not good.
What I'm trying to say is that when it comes to... I was going to say now. Damn it. I looked at the screen.
It's all right.
It's not. I was making a good point there, but all right.
It'll come to you, baby. It's okay. Blake Jarvin's looking real scruffy, I got to admit. He's got that...
Shit, I just got brain dead there. That
preseason... preseason... bush. I don't know.
He's probably getting ready for 10 days from now. 11 days from now. Something will remind me about it. But Dak behind our third string offensive line to be the dumbest thing we can do. There's a move there by Brandon Knox. Listen, guys, I think they have a lot of their starters out there still on defense. I think, is that 44 Miles Jack?
Yeah.
Is he out there, Jack?
I see 44, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's Jack or not, but if it is, man.
The screen just is covering up his jersey, so we literally can't see it. But I think, yeah, that's Jack. That's him.
I'm just really surprised that this whole first quarter, it's 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Jacksonville Jaguars offense and defense have their starter. Our third stringers are only down 7-0 to Jacksonville's starters. Well, now it's 3rd and 7. We're about to give this ball back. But, and again, reminding everybody.
Have we even gotten a first down?
Yes.
Okay.
Malik Turner got that catch. There you go.
Come on, there we go.
Almost a first down, did we?
It's so close.
Yeah,
there
first
we go.
Down Cowboys.
Way to go.
And that was all. That was a 10-yard gain. It didn't look like it. That was a great run by Brandon Knox, who's now, again, playing for the practice squad. In my opinion. He's not going to make the 53.
But yeah,
nice job by him there, man. That little move he made, popped it to the outside, got him the extra 4 or 5 yards. That's a first down. Nussmeier is not above. He's below, calling plays for Kellen Moore the way Joe Witt Jr. is calling plays for Dan Quinn. He's out, for real. The Cowboys want to keep practicing on that, and they want to practice on offense. Oh, nice read by the Jaguars. Cheap shot there by Miles Jack, 44.
They're not going to call that.
They didn't call it. So, again, Brandon Knox, 2-yard gain there on first down. Under 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Cowboys are, the second first down of their, again, our backups and third think about that. Backups and third stringers on the offensive line, quarterback, running back, tight ends. We have our we have, I don't even think we have Sprinkle in there. I think he's in there, Sprinkle, but he might not. Yeah, he is in there at the bottom right of the screen. He's not even supposed to catch the ball. That was a screen to 36, not very good. The Jacksonville starting team on defense.
I know. Looks
read
like
that.
Cooper Rush is looking for something.
He read that. Yeah, maybe they were holding him and they didn't call it. Because that's what. They might have been holding the running back, and that's why what happens when you in blocking.
Again, Amari Cooper and Dak were talking about it there on the sideline. Both of them not looking too happy. I can't imagine they would be.
Hope everyone's having a good Sunday so far. Welcome and thank you for hanging with us.
Take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We are live every single day, guys, but this is our only stream of the day, so leaders will be crowned at the end of today's stream.
Leaders will become winners. Here we go, guys. Oh, Cooper Rush, they're taking the blitz, and they took it good.
There we go.
Eubanks, I think, 47, about a yard short, 2 yards short of the first down, so it's 4th and 2. Go for it. Who gives a shit? Listen,
I don't know about that on that field position.
I know the Cowboys want to make sure we get a good run through, cycle through our special teams. So when we get to punt, they're going to want to punt. That crossing route, unfortunately, run by Eubanks, 47, an undrafted guy. That's what I'm saying. That's our tight ends.
Yeah.
Saying we're on our literally 4th and 5th stringers on some positions. They're their starters, mostly starters. We're only down 7-0. I'm just saying. I know Jacksonville sucks. We should be losing by 20.
That's a pretty good punt.
That's Brian Anger.
Already.
Oh, who's that flying through there, missing that?
I don't know, but...
Ooh, he got twisted up there. Dixon with the tackle. I want to know who disrupted that, but wasn't able to make the play.
It looked like an 8 on their jersey,
if it's
but I can't
on
tell.
them. 8 was the guy who ran it back, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he ran. I don't know. Either way, I think our 8 made the tackle, or 6 made the tackle, Johnny Dixon.
Can someone let us know if you caught who that was?
Yeah, who flew by that screen. It might have been Nick Ralston. They're showing him. Or is it the flag on Nick Ralston? Let me see. It's Trayvon Diggs.
I mean, they're showing Ralston. I'm guessing it's on us.
Yeah, it's probably on us. Damn it. Holding. That's 15 yards. Oh, fine. So that's like unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
Is what they call that. And the reason is, I mean, if you get pushed out, it's one thing. But it looks like one of the gunners stepped out of bounds and came back in. You cannot do that. If he gets pushed out
it looks like they're telling McCarthy, because I guess McCarthy and Bones were saying that he was pushed out, and they're telling him no.
The good thing is, get this shit fixed. We know now, whatever the issue is with the coaches there, not knowing what's going on, McCarthy or Fossil, get on the same page now before the season starts. Let these guys work. The coaches also work out some of their bullshit in preseason. That's the whole point of preseason.
Cowboys Abroad said Hardy drops too many passes even with his glasses. I'm actually kind of surprised that he hasn't had like LASIK or something. Maybe he doesn't qualify.
I understand that. I'm not really. He said he'll get in the future, is what he said. But I don't like LASIK. I don't like LASIK surgery. I don't want to. I don't like contacts.
If my choices was between glasses, contacts, and LASIK,
I'm going glasses.
It would be glasses, LASIK, then contacts.
I agree.
Like contacts is the last thing.
I agree.
I can't do it.
I agree.
It's too much for me.
But for me, I'll just keep my good old. I'll be like the 1890s right here, just wearing my glasses, my spectacles.
You wear the big goggles.
Whatever. I'll wear the freaking rec specs. Let's go.
Let me see. Let me go ahead and hit up a few more comments here as well. Don Oliver said, "Cowboys get all the flags. That's definitely experienced first team refs."
Yeah, the typical NFL referees, I would say. Yes.
There you go.
What do you expect to see every single week?
Dan said it's not really fair for Rush to be playing behind this line against their first string D line.
Them facts.
Like we said, Cooper Rush is definitely getting more. I don't want to say first team snaps, but like starting snaps, starting reps. Right? They're treating him as the way we were treating Gary Gilbert earlier throughout this preseason. So I expect to see him probably till maybe even halftime.
Oh, who? Cooper Rush?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he'll play the whole first half. After that, we'll see Gilbert and then DiNucci. And hopefully not anything worse than that.
I mean, there's nothing left. So we'll see DiNucci probably in the fourth quarter to make sure we lose the game.
Now, Sully is saying the reason why I'm hard on this franchise is because I lived through all 8 of their Super Bowls.
Well, you have the right to be. That's for sure.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point, because it's obviously been.
Well, it's a good thing for us. I know I've been through. I've seen 3 of their Super Bowls alive for, I guess, 5 of their Super Bowls. But I mean, I didn't see the Cowboys ever lose a Super Bowl, but they haven't fucking been to the conference championship in 26 years. The last time they were in the Super Bowl, so shit's got to change. And I understand the being tough situation on this franchise. It takes a little time sometimes to turn the page, to change the culture. So, we saw a little bit of that last year. Hopefully this year we'll see a lot more of that.
Yeah, but we can't exactly say we're changing the culture when we're looking at our, again, third, fourth, fifth string backups.
Yeah, exactly. They got Carlos Hyde in there. I mean, that's not even that's one of their top 2 or 3 backs. I mean, they've been putting all their top guys against us to maybe they're trying to give extra confidence to Trevor Lawrence, who is he in the game? And he's out, right? He's got to be out by this point. This is the 3rd drive, 4th drive for them. Yeah, it's okay. No, it is. Trevor Lawrence is still in the game. They got Shaughnessy, number 80 there with the catch. I mean,
there's a flag though.
So is that a hold for once, or will they be back on us on shit? Because I mean, let's get a break for this. Fuck. So Rondell Carter. So guys, Rondell Carter. Here's one of the negatives about Rondell Carter in the sense that now, not really showing out too much, right? I mean, I'm trying to be real about him. Not showing out too much, and then getting called for a roughing the passer.
Yeah, that's...
Well, again, people might say, what's wrong with that? It was too much of the face, unfortunately.
Yeah,
helmet to helmet. And I understand his complaint there. It's too bad. But the only time he's shown out right now is when he's done something negative. So Rondell Carter has 3 quarters to go to fix his shit.
Some good plays up.
Yeah, I mean, he'll make the practice squad, but he ain't making the 53. I'm just saying, not right now.
Yeah, and honestly, guys, the hypocrisy. Honestly, Cooper Rush is not the starter. Trevor Lawrence is the starter. So
Anai! Almost got there. Nice tackle. No, not a nice tackle there by Maurice Kennedy.
Nice try by Maurice Kennedy.
Yeah, man hurts the guy they brought over from the Panthers. He's their backup. He's one of their, again, Shaughnessy, number 80, and that guy right there, Manhurts. Those are their starting 2 tight ends. They're going out 12 personnel, so it's their starters. We're about to go into the second quarter here as we're losing some of the connection. Let me see.
It's all right. Let me go ahead and hit up the chat real quick. Exactly, right? You say we're roughing the passer. They didn't rough any passers,
right? Yeah, I know. They didn't let that they let that one go now, right? But they didn't let it go before when their guy obviously roughed up Cooper Rush illegally. No call.
So yeah, Cowboys Abroad literally a minute or 2 ago was just saying, does Rondell Carter make the 53 this year finally?
I don't think so. I said this earlier, and I've said this a couple times this offseason, this preseason. I haven't seen enough of him yet, especially when you got Bradley Anai coming up off the screen a little bit. Dorrance Armstrong made the team already. So, Terrell Basham is a guy they'll keep him, even though he's been banged up with the ankle. They might still keep someone like Terrell Basham over Rondell Carter. So if you got Basham on there, and obviously Anai is going to be a guy who they like, Dorrance Armstrong. I'm talking about behind the backups. You don't have room for a guy like this. You got Carlos Watkins can play a little bit inside, outside. I'm assuming he's going to make the team. So you got a lot of different guys here and not enough spots when it comes to Rondell Carter. He's kind of one of the 54, 55, 56 players on this roster. I don't know about his special teams play, but if he's going to be needed in rotation on defense, we can't fuck around with that. So
I agree.
To me, someone like Rondell Carter is not going to be picked up on somebody else's 53. You guys understand that? So if he's cut...
Oh, no. Retro Scotty said Kelvin is questionable to return groin injury for Kelvin Joseph.
Yeah.
That, to me, is a big blow.
So, again, you don't want to see any of your... Again, of all our guys, right, we still getting... Out of all our guys, one of our hopeful future, soon-to-be starters is the guy that gets injured, of course. Typical guy. It's not like, our 8th-string guy. It's our...
Exactly. It's the guy that we actually want to
see starting over, Anthony Brown.
Oh, man. That does suck for Joseph. I mean, it does feel like we can't catch a break sometimes, but
listen,
that is part of the game, trying to...
Knocking on wood. We have hit, like I said, we've had a good, preseason and offseason without major injuries, other than Neville Gallimore, the biggest name with an injury, who's going to miss probably 3 to 6 weeks at most of the regular season.
Yeah.
People were reporting they're going to miss 1 game or 2. I mean, I don't think people even understand that go out there. And again, some people are on YouTube saying this.
Well, again,
I don't think they understand the way injuries work, Some of the
medical reports did say 4 to 6 weeks, to be fair, but I know you've been saying that, there's definitely been a few sources that have been consistently saying, it's probably going to be more like 6 to 8 weeks.
Not only that, though, it's also the fact that it's about roster spots, about strategic. You just can't keep him on there. If he's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks, you got to move him off your roster on a short-term IR, so you lose him for the extra week. It's not going to kill you. 2 weeks. He's going to go. He's ready in 2 weeks, but we have him out for 3 weeks. All right, so what? You can survive that for 3 weeks. So that's a smart move. You keep him on the 53, then you move the short-term IR.
By the way, go ahead
People don't understand that.
To second quarter as we watch.
Trevor Lawrence still out there. Cowboys trying to make the stop. There's Jabril Cox missed the tackle.
Are you kidding me?
Man. First missed tackle for Jabril Cox, but even worse, number 28 got dragged, and number 40 got dragged.
Like, he dragged 2 men 10 yards down the field.
He dragged Nashawn Wright, who's 6'4", a big guy, rookie, but still wasn't able to bring him down by himself, and that's Chenault.
Yeah, Nashawn Wright's bigger than him.
Yeah, and Malik Hooker was on his feet, still couldn't. He got dragged as well. Malik Hooker, number 28. You got to make that tackle, man. Come on.
Okay, and look, in his defense, I don't know if he really got dragged because he never was able. He was trying to get around Nashawn Wright to
it was a balance thing. They hit. He balanced himself back out with Malik Hooker's hit. Nashawn Wright hit same time. Run up the gut. Got to get the outside. There's a hold. They held number 12. Number 12. This ought to be a flag. Number 12 held his ass. There's no way he held him by the
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so
fucking
the ref finally saw it, but that flag.
38 Mukuamu. I'm pretty sure it was him or Deontay Burton. One of those guys. I think Mukuamu was held. The guy literally reached out. Number 12 pulled his fucking leg, and the guy runs in the touchdown like he's celebrating. Like there he goes. Number 14, Pharaoh Cooper. Guys, I mean, look at this. This is obvious. 38 here. Israel Mukuamu has to set the edge. Almost did not, but got out the block. He gets dragged here and tackled. Thank you. So that now they lose 10 yards on that. Now it's 1st and goal from the 11 or the 13, I guess. So that's awesome for the Cowboys. 1st and goal from the 13. And look at this. My guy here. My guy. I mean, Justin Hamilton, number 99. It's going to probably be a pass here. There's no running back. Well, there's no running back, so it's a pass. Ken Hamilton get some pressure inside. Good coverage, but a better pass and a better play there. Chenault with the catch in the slot against, Malik. Was it not Malik Hooker? Who was in the slot with him there? No, Kennedy. Maurice Kennedy, 31 in the coverage there. Now it's 2nd and goal on the 5.
When you said Malik Hooker, I'm just like, Malik Turner.
No, watch him here in the slot. Not the tight end spot, but there it is. And look at that. Yeah, Kennedy, good coverage, but just a hair short on knocking that ball down and jumping the route. 2nd and goal from the 5. I want to make sure, but yeah, because there's no first downs here. So here we go, guys. They're overloading trips left, running back on the right with a tight end on the right.
These officials are doing a bad job.
He's going to the left, to the corner, touchdown. Chenault against Deontay Burton, who's been a practice squad guy, number 33. Don't expect, again, this is our 3rd string. This is our,
Skeptical fan said it. Come on, guys. You already know the Cowboys aren't going to win with these 3rd-string players. Yeah. I just want to see heart.
Yes,
from
I
these
agree.
Players.
And listen, Deontay. Let me explain to you guys. Deontay Burton, and I know Cowboys abroad knows this. He's been on our practice squad for like 2 seasons. The guy is our practice squad player, not our starter, not our backup, not our 3rd stringer, not our 4th stringer. Like practice squad, and he's out there against Chenault, who's a starter for the Jags. Keep that in mind. Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball for the Jaguars. So listen, they're just getting a little more confidence to their young starters, like Chenault, like Trevor Lawrence, and Deontay Burton's just trying to make the practice squad. So that's all. Just think about the difference between the 2 differences here between these teams.
Yeah. So
don't get too mad about the score, guys.
Let me see. Cap52 said, "MCW, this is only giving the Jags the idea that they're better than they actually are. They'll be in for a rude awakening."
Correct. They're trying to get confidence. If I'm the Jaguars, I guess I could. I don't think I'd like to see my starters out in the field playing so much, but they knew we're getting our 3rd stringers, 4th stringers, 5th stringers in there, and they said, let's get a little scrimmage here for our starters with the lights on. I could understand why the Jaguars, even though I wouldn't like it if I was a Jaguar fan, I understand why they're doing it and getting confidence to a team that was 1-15 last year.
Yeah, and Sully, I get your point, but there's basically only like 2 choices when it comes to the preseason. You either play some of your starters in certain situations or you don't. And, it doesn't make much of a difference. Like, you get what I mean? Like, we've played our starters and we tried to get them those reps and it didn't make much of a difference. And we've held back our starters and tried to keep them healthy. And it also didn't make much of a difference. But I still think the more logical route to go is to make sure that these guys don't get banged up when we're already facing a lot more challenge. Again, this still is not what I would say is a normal football year, right? Last year and this year, we're still. COVID. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're still dealing with outside external factors, outside of just the football stuff going on, right? And when I'm not talking like kneeling for the anthem or other stuff that are maybe social issues or things we're discussing. No, we're talking like there's literally a 3rd injury factor here. It's like there's regular injuries and then there's the COVID stuff. So we're trying to balance all these layers. That's one of the reasons why we are seeing Joe Witt Jr. and Nussmeier, respectively, calling the defense and offense. Although, just to clarify, because I know someone asked, Dan Quinn is still not back. He's still on that COVID list. He apparently does have COVID, so we're just kind of waiting for him to, be able to join the team.
He had a little respiratory issue. He had some, those are his symptoms, a little chest tightness, and he's been not feeling that way anymore. That's great news, but again, he must not.
He's on his way to being.
I don't think he's cleared both of his tests. He must have had a negative test come up. I'm sorry, a positive test on COVID come up, and that's probably why he's not, back yet.
One of the things to also kind of keep in mind, unfortunately, the COVID Delta variant apparently has a higher viral load. So, long story short, that just means that even if you have no symptoms, there's a chance you'll test positive longer just because you'll have more of the virus.
Even with the vaccine. But it still would have been, again, if you didn't have the vaccine, you might be in the hospital. And one for the vaccine, he might have this going on another week rather than a full week. It might have been 2 or 3 weeks.
I do believe we'll expect Dan Quinn back at some point next week, and hopefully sooner rather than later. But that is kind of like, like I said, the other ugly stick that's trying to beat us besides the injury stick. So... By the way, thank you again to Retro Scotty for dropping that info on Kelvin Joseph here in the chat. Let me hit up a few more comments here. Sniper1234 said, let's just forfeit the game. Remember, guys, it's not about winning or losing. It's about getting the reps.
And it's not even about getting the reps anymore. Most of these guys are just fighting for a spot, whether mainly on the, not just 53, but really about the practice squad, a lot of these guys, which is about the depth, and it's very important when it comes to depth.
Yeah. Oh, no, Sully. He's battling COVID right now, unfortunately.
Man.
So I hope you feel better. I hope you're doing all right.
If you have the vaccine, you should feel good about the fact that you're not going to, be hospitalized or anything like that.
That's a pretty high fever. Hopefully you can get that down and, take
not
it
vaccinated, just be aware, it is real. It can definitely do something. So, and especially if it's a Delta variant, it's even worse. So, stay strong and keep your eyes on things. If you gotta go to the hospital, leave us here.
I know.
We'll keep updating you if you need
Castro earlier yesterday said he wasn't feeling too good either. So guys, just take care of yourselves. That's kind of my point. This is still not yet a normal football season. So we're trying to manage all
anything, honestly. Guys, Garrett Gilbert is officially in the game.
Oh wow, that was quick.
Cooper Rush pulled in the beginning of the second quarter. And now we're going to get Garrett Gilbert getting some reps with these same guys. There's a little trickery there.
I like that.
And we gain a yard. So after all that trickery from Kellen Moore's arsenal, Nussmeier makes this call and it gives us a yard. So instead of 3rd and 4, it's 3rd and 3 now. So we gain 2 yards on a trick play that should gain
See, that's
20.
smart, Silly. He said he's quarantining in his Dallas Cowboy man cave. So
you got to do it somewhere.
His, vaccine back in March. So,
awesome. All right, so you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Just
Dan is asking though, how why the heck do the Jaguars still have their starters in?
They're just trying to get confidence against a 4th string team, basically. 3rd and 2 for the Cowboys.
I wonder if we would have done things differently if we were the last team in the league too. Just saying.
Oh, throw it!
Oh, come
Garrett
on.
Gilbert. I mean, they have
Let's just be glad that wasn't picked.
They have us quarantined right here. The Jacksonville Jaguars. We can't do anything. Why don't the Cowboys go for it?
His hands.
I know McCarthy's frustrated. He wants to use situational.
I think I saw an F-bomb there, but...
He wants to use situational football. Though. I mean, right there, Eric... Who's that? Braylon Jones, guys. Getting shoved into the fucking quarterback and missing the block. And Brandon Knight's looking good. And other guys out there, Connor McGovern looking good. But then you got... Farniok's not even looking bad either. I think he's going to make the practice squad easy.
I think I like him much more than Connor Williams at center.
Yeah.
As far as backups.
Oh yeah, for sure. Come on, get the stop. Make the team here, somebody. I mean, how can you let so many yards out there?
What was he even doing?
Our starter was there, McQuaid.
Hopping, jumping,
Our starter, McQuaid, our long snapper, was making the tackle. That's never good.
That was weird. So let me go ahead and hit up a few more comments.
I'm checking on some
Raul
of the
Costa
injury
said,
stuff.
we already lost this game. The defense is playing very bad. The offense isn't even trying to move the ball. Hey, again, I don't care. Out of all the preseason games, this is the one that I truly do not give a crap about if we win or lose. I
don't care about any of them.
Looking at
win or lose.
Those few guys we mentioned, the few positions, the things that I know I want to see. And overall, like we said, we're seeing a few things that we like, right? Farniok at center is definitely looking better, right? I like Malik Turner. Pretty much everything he's done has looked good today, even though we haven't done too much there.
But you got to remember, again, we got to reiterate this, guys. The Jaguars just took out their starters. That means they had their starters in this whole time. We've had our third stringers in. It's not about the offense not wanting to drive. They want to drive. They're playing against a starting defense in the NFL, even if it's the shitty Jaguars.
Yes.
The defense wants to try, like you're saying. They want to try.
Yeah.
We got third and fourth stringers in there covering first stringers. Trevor Lawrence just officially is out of the game now. They pulled him out.
Yeah.
And they're putting C.J. Beathard in there. It would have been Gardner Minshew, but now he's with the Eagles.
Exactly.
But C.J. Beathard is now the quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's see if the defense looks better now. Our defense. So I'm just saying, it's not about winning or losing. You guys get caught up on the score. I shouldn't even have the score. I should just put out injuries, how many injuries we got. That's all we should put down.
And Chris Plumage, no, we did have to hang up our coaching whistles, so to speak. COVID, mainly. We're not trying to...
COVID shut down the leagues.
Yeah, but we're not exactly... jumping to go back.
No, we're not
right
going to
now.
do that.
So,
I mean, listen, sorry guys, but
although side
COVID,
note, one of the kids that we coached and way back in, this is so close to our heart, but he's actually the backup quarterback at Little Jay's school. So
at high school, he's a backup high school quarterback. He played the whole half.
Yeah, he started off as our
center. But he was a great player for us in our flag football league, and he played. Now he's backup quarterback. You got to have the mentals for that. So that's great to see him doing that. He understands football. I knew that he understood it back when we were coaching him.
Exactly, but it's great to see that.
Yeah, we went to the game. We didn't know that. All of a sudden, we're winning 35-0. So they pull the quarterback. Our team, our high school team pulls the quarterback, puts in the backup. We look at it. Let's see who that is. Number 17. What? So yes,
that's our player.
that is awesome, guys. And we were so shocked, but in a great way, and great to see him out there.
But that does bring up the discussion. Backups matter.
Yeah, he did lead the team to one touchdown drive, so good for him. And mostly on the running game, he did a couple one attempt passing the ball. But the idea, 35-0, you just run the clock out, you just run, and had a scoring drive. Basically, his drive scored as much as the opposing team. Just so you guys understand the difference there. He put up 7 points, leading the offense. And the other team scored the entire game, 7 points.
Yes. And I thank you guys for dropping all the info in the chat as well. So, Bo ended up going to the Lions, like Cap
Bo
52
Scarborough,
said. Yes.
Right? Yeah. I don't even know if he's there anymore.
Devontae Griffin said, these backup quarterbacks don't deserve the spot. Sign a veteran. Get Nick, literally get anybody else.
Get that run stop. There you go. Justin Hamilton, right?
No, it looked like 98.
98 was standing up. Oh, no, you're right. It is 98. Hamilton was there with them. But Bohanna made the play. Guys, these two big boys inside, I'm telling you, I
think they've done enough.
Listen, sure. How do you let Justin Hamilton hit the waiver wire? I don't think you can do that. I'm getting to a point where I don't think you can release number 99 and then easily sign him back to the practice squad. There's a fear there for me that you cannot risk losing him,
especially at a position that is so important.
Yes, he's a guy that seems like, again, he's a one tech, but you can see him. He's playing 2 tech, 3 tech, so he can still play other spots. And again, there you go, Rondell Carter, nice rush,
like that. Luke
good
Gifford
defense
too.
by Israel Mukuamu. Yeah, Luke Gifford was in there in the blitz. Mukuamu in coverage, immediately taking him down. It's 4th down now. They got a punt. So good job.
You see how quickly the game changes now that the starters aren't out there.
How much better did our defense just get? And we just put in more backups.
Again, I can't remember who was in the chat that said, we can't really evaluate our
Cooper Rush or Garrett Gilbert with the backup
a
offensive line.
Team.
Or our backup offensive line. I mean, how can you say... again, I'm not saying that Mike McCarthy's not saying, why didn't Jerry Lemmy trade for Gardner Minshew right now, rather than having these two fucking scrubs out in the field. So. But it is what it is. We're going to be running with these guys. I doubt the Cowboys make a big move at quarterback.
I'm not sure if Andy Dalton is still in our price range anymore.
$10 million.
Exactly.
The point is that he's still Josh Fields is going to be the starter over there eventually.
X in the house, much love. He said, long story short, the Cowboys are punching up today. I can respect that. So
I like that comment by Snug X. He's making this game is going to be punching up the whole time. What I say to start this up, I like that we're going against their starter, or we were going against their starters. It just means that we're going to get a little more seasoned with our rookies and our backups.
Who was it also that said that, Urban Meyer... Oh, man, I want to make
Urban Meyer?
Yeah, Cowboys Abroad said it. Urban Meyer knows you have to play to build chemistry. So that is maybe a big motivating factor.
I agree. Him being a first-year coach.
A lot of the Jacksonville starters.
First-year coach, first-year rookie quarterback, first overall pick.
Again,
1-15 last year, confidence builder.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But like I said, I don't necessarily disagree with... the frustrations when it comes to a few of the preseason things, right? Gabriel said, who are the coordinators? So,
our starting coordinator on offense is Kellen Moore. He's the offensive coordinator. Our defense is Dan Quinn, and special teams is John Bones Fossil. But for today's game, as far as the offensive coordinator, yes, offensive coordinator is still Kellen Moore. Offensive coordinator is still Dan Quinn, although he's out of the stadium with COVID.
But the Cowboys, out of an abundance of caution and preparation
for COVID,
they're trying to make sure that they have people who can call the game that aren't just Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn.
Right. So those are the coordinators, and they are the play callers. But for this game, because we have Joe Witt Jr., who did it last week. This is consecutive back-to-back games he's called on defense. So Joe Witt Jr. is calling the defensive play calling, even though it's Dan Quinn, the coordinator on defense, and he's not at the game because of COVID. So that's the reason why we're doing that on defense. It is the second week in a row. But on offense, on purpose, the Cowboys are allowing quarterback coach Doug Nussmeier to be the offensive play caller. Kellen Moore is there. He's on the field. He's still he's listening to everything. But this is in case Kellen Moore gets on the COVID list for whatever reason, gets COVID, and he has to miss a game or two or whatever, like Dan Quinn just did. He missed 2 games. So if you miss 2 games, Joe Witt Jr. comes in for Dan Quinn. If Kellen Moore has that happen, who comes in? They're testing out Nussmeier. He's being the play caller, even though he's the quarterback coach. The coordinator still does coordinators, but the play callers on defense is Joe Witt Jr. for Dan Quinn, and on offense is Doug Nussmeier, quarterback coach for Kellen Moore. Just so you guys know as well, Joe Witt Jr. is our secondary coach. He's a defensive backs coach, but specifically he's also the passing game coordinator. He's the second guy in charge, basically, under Dan Quinn anyways, and he came over from Atlanta with him. So that is why you're seeing him being kind of his right-hand man in the booth. While on the field, it's George Edwards, who's basically the senior defensive coordinator on the Cowboys team. He's really the second in charge, but he's on the field working with the linebackers a lot more. And Scott McCurley, who's a linebackers coach, kind of being the assistant coach, even though he's listed as a linebacker coach.
Chris Plumage, it's a tough decision. I know we would not have let our kids return to school if they weren't vaccinated.
Yep.
And
Garrett Gilbert drops back for the Fehoko play right there. We talked about Fehoko being big. For him to try to stay on this team, he's got to do enough to stay on this team in 53, but also, in a way, not enough. Hopefully not enough that other teams see him and say, let's pick him up if the Cowboys do cut him and try to get him on the practice squad. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead about the vaccine.
Just basically,
the kids.
the best thing I can give you is maybe talk to your local program, see how they're doing it, right? Because, if they are, keeping the kids distance or trying their best to make sure that everyone stays, safe, so to speak, because I know for us, there just was no way around certain factors. And
come on, Quan Hardy trying to get a couple extra yards there. He does.
So it really is up to everyone to kind of decide how much risk they can live with. But we know more than anyone how important it is. How much the kids miss not just being back in school, but just doing the things that they love to do. So I would just say talk to your local program and see how they're handling it and how comfortable you feel on what they're doing. And fingers crossed, I know at some point this fall they're hoping the kids can get, their shot as well.
At that age. Yeah, I fixed this a little bit here.
But that, again, but you kind of see it. Even the guys
Garrett Gilbert. Good job throwing it away to Jaquan Hardy, who was right there. He just he obviously threw the ball away, but it's not intentional grounding when when there's a receiver in the area. In this case, a running back. He's the target, obviously. Fixing the screen a little bit there. Making sure
so a little bit more casual.
No more Malik Hooker, I think. I think he's pulled for the game. Although we still got our backups. Obviously, we still got a couple backups still in there.
I have to admit, I hope he isn't pulled just because I think I need to see a little bit more from him. I don't think the reps he got were substantial.
Well, he got it against starters, that's for sure. He wants to be a starter. At least he got some reps against starters. Now, Cowboys here, 2nd and 10 shotgun with Garrett Gilbert, and it's a run to Jaquan Hardy. Goes to the left for a couple yards. Try to sneak through there again. Now they got Quarterman in there for Jacksonville and Caleb Chasen, who, by the way, is still a starter for Jacksonville.
There you go.
Caleb Chasen, sound familiar? Right?
Yes. What?
Caleb Chasen. Does that name sound familiar?
Obviously, he used to be on our team. Right?
Never was on our team.
Caleb Chasen.
I'm gonna let it get back to you, baby. I'm gonna let it sink in.
No, weren't we?
We were going to draft him, but we got CD Lamb instead. Anyways, even though Caleb Chasen is a starter, he's not really, he needs more reps probably. 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys, 7:40 to go and taking free play. They're not letting the play go. He touched the Cowboys. So once you touch, when you go into the neutral zone.
I know, but I agree with Cowboys abroad. Gilbert still holds the ball way too long.
I agree. He seems also always nervous.
I know, you have to stop interrupting me when I'm trying to read the chat, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, baby, but important news in Kayvon Chase, and a guy who you know very well. I know you were a little out of it there, but because you're reading the chat.
Yeah, I know. Things in my brain right now, and I'm trying to get them out.
And I got to throw a fourth one in there, Kayvon Chase. So I'm just saying, my point is Jacksonville still has some of their starters on that field, which is amazing to me at this moment still. So again, Cowboys have 3 penalties, 28 yards. Going back to what
Cowboys Rod said though about Urban Meyer, he probably has a more vested interest in seeing a lot more from some of these starters.
Agree. Especially his guys, some of these rookies. Damn it.
Oh, man.
There's Malik Turner there.
Good defense. And now,
I don't know if it was good defense or was it a drop there?
I think it was good defense. It looked like he caught it, just got the ball knocked out of his hands. We'll see now. Then
it goes, it's important because this is the difference maker sometimes for a guy like Malik Turner. Good defense.
That's what I'm saying. It was just good defense.
Yeah, he knocked the ball down. So nothing on Turner on that one. No negative on him. He has like 4 targets, 3 catches. Turner's really been playing well.
He's been running really good routes as well.
I agree.
I have to give him credit. I like what I'm seeing.
Cowboys going for it on 4th down and 3. I like that. All right, at the 39. This is situational football. Rolling out to the right. This is 17's open. Make the catch. Yes.
That's a
Malik Turner, another target.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you guys. I mean, Simi has 2 catches.
I feel like Simi was the original target there.
Yeah, but everyone banged on him.
I agree.
Cowboys are doing a quick huddle, no huddle here. Up tempo, 2-minute drill kind of mindset.
This. Hey, we got the McCarthy mojo.
Let's go. They're not ready. Jacksonville's not ready to run up the gut. Nice. It's a flag on us. Probably we weren't fucking set. No, I think our team wasn't set. I don't know. It looks like it's on us though. Unless illegal formation. Fucking shit. I hate that. I hate when that happens. So look, now it stops the momentum. So, again, you want to have that 2-minute drill mentality. That's what the Cowboys are doing here. Situational football with 6 minutes and 51 seconds. The lunatic! Woo! The man here, the Godfather. And I did read his message from yesterday. I haven't really got a chance to respond, but I love the ideas. I'm going to,
we'll definitely hit you up a little bit more later today.
Much love to the lunatic, the Godfather on that star level. And, again, the man here, the lunatic. What did the man say here on MCF?
Said, DQ plus defensive speed plus energy means bad intentions for Tom Brady. Dallas Cowboys
we're coming
for life.
For you, Tom.
Always. I was going to say, I have nothing but the worst of intentions for Tom Brady. In a very respectful manner, of course. With the utmost respect, I want to see Tom Brady's face crushed into the ground. Very respectfully.
Yeah. Yes. Malik Turner making the play. Yes, much love. The lunatic.
By the way, Jeremy Slade's got 60 points left on the board.
Boom.
There.
Is that an Isaac Alarcon? That's an Isaac Alarcon right there.
Okay, sorry. I thought this was a new play. I'm like, no, they're just replaying that one. That was good. So.
By the way, also much love. I think Snug X, Navy Blue Crew, and Jordan, also Navy
James
Blue Crew. Much love to you guys on
James
the board.
Rusley, after this play, I promise I'll read your comment.
Oh, nice play. Eubanks gets the first down, our 4th-string tight end.
Man.
Trying to sneak somewhere on that practice squad, maybe.
Hey, that was a tough play there. That was
nice. Made a good catch, got the extra yards.
I love how Dak is just running down the field, up and down, he's all over the place.
Nelson going back. I can tell him the play's on, back to his head into the play call sheet.
Cat 52 said refs even flagged the refs. That's how bad the refs are.
You see, Dak also he was giving a high five to one of the Jacksonville players. Because he must know him from college days.
James' comment was, we as Cowboy fans need to stop expecting Dallas to trade or sign a veteran backup. FYI, the only reason we signed Dalton last year because he was a Texas kid. We grow our own.
Good point.
There we go, Hardy. There we go, Hardy.
Nice move by Hardy in the open field there.
Nice first down.
Better tackle by 27, who got hurt, by the way. And he's their slot corner. 27. I know because I put together their team for this. I know all these guys. I don't know their names, but I know these guys are starters for Jacksonville. Not all of them, but a lot of them are starters. A couple backups. He got kicked in the rib there. On the block, wasn't on purpose, but great run there by Quan Hardy. Again, no reg specs. Now got the contacts back. Probably see that on Hard Knocks.
I hate to steal Jalen's catchphrase, but he's got a clear eye view. Just saying.
Yeah. Now, see, there's 27.
Man,
like I say, again,
hopefully he just got winded.
A starter for them. A starter with 5:58 in the last preseason game. That's Urban Meyer.
Chris Plumage, yes. Hardy is the one that wears the reg specs. I know him by his bobo. So he's got the.
Make sure you understand. Mouthpiece.
I know, but pacifier. There you go. That's the word. Sorry,
guys. I'm just saying, it's not a pacifier. It's a mouthpiece. But yes,
it looks like a bubble.
That's kind of cool. The Cowboys, even away, I'm sorry, I just want to say that. Oh, that's a reflection. I'm sorry. Okay, don't worry about it. I thought they had another press box with Jacksonville guys, and they change it every time for them. Fuck the other teams.
There we go.
Sorry, baby. But yes, above all, the pacifier, if it's a direct translation, or the mouthpiece, which is what we call it. But it's a gold mouthpiece. But yes, the rec specs are off again. Again, you see that on Hard Knocks. You're seeing it translate here right now live.
Sully, I can't speak to how you play football with long hair necessarily, but as someone with very long hair, you just I don't
understand it. I'm with Sully. I don't understand how whether it's dreadlocks.
Especially
or
after
Trevor Lawrence's
helmet,
long hair.
I definitely see why players grow out their hair a little longer. It feels so much better when you have like
women officials
that cushion. You know what I mean? So like it just, and obviously I'm just putting on this thing here, but I can tell you that it feels better. You know, it doesn't like I don't know. It just feels nicer the way that it fits. So I can see why they got the Blake Jarwin thing going on. You know, anything more than that at that point, it's just kind of there. You don't.
I think it just bothered me. If you have hair hanging out, it just bothered me that you get pulled off, pulled down. I don't know, tackled. It's part of uniform. Hardy, nice cut there. I thought he was stopped 2 yards back. He actually got a couple yards
of trying to find those gaps there.
The Cowboy. Well, here's my question: will Quan Hardy get put onto somebody else's 53?
Probably not, but neither will Nick Ralston. So
no. I'm just. Well, my point is, no, I'm not comparing with that. You cut him, put him on the practice squad. Do you need him week 1 at all? Quan Hardy? No. You need a third running back, you pick him up on your practice squad. You need a backup center, you pick him up on your practice squad. Matt Farniok.
If you're going off of last year as well, we didn't keep a third running back active on the roster either.
Well, until later on. Oh, touchdown!
There we go!
Aaron Jones with a touchdown, number 18. Touchdown, Cowboys. I'm sorry, Aaron Jones. Aaron Parker with a touchdown. Number 18, guys.
It's all right. Jerry Jones co-opted that touchdown.
Nice little pass by Garrett Gilbert on the out there. And, nice route, everything. So, again, Aaron Parker, a guy who might be the practice squad.
Do you think it's a little unfair to say that Garrett Gilbert just looks better because he's playing against the backups? Like, do you think Cooper Rush would have been able to do this?
I think Cooper Rush could have done this. My point is, it's not the backups. Again, it's a lot of these guys are starters. These are starters on Jacksonville.
So, Garrett Gilbert, once again, making this a competition.
Listen.
One that I don't think any of us want to participate in.
Here's what's going to happen. One guy will be in the practice squad. The other guy will be in the backup. I don't feel good about either of them. So whether it's Cooper Rush, Garrett Gilbert, we're going to have both of them if we want on this team. And don't even listen. The next guy is Danucci. By the way, Greg Zuerlein.
That's right.
First time kicking. That's a big get for us in the sense of making sure he's good. That back surgery in the offseason, coming off the PUP list this week. Our only kicker. We had like 4 kickers rotated in. He's our only kicker, and he makes the extra point, 14-7.
Sully, I think you might be a little bit confused on proper hair care for dreadlocks, though. Just saying, like, they're not nasty or dirty. You can definitely wash them and rinse them out. Like, it's not like the players are just running around. I'm just saying, like, again, I don't personally have dreadlocks, but I think I'm probably very knowledgeable on general hair care, like, just in a... Look, not getting into it. The point is, they're not dirty. They're not, gross. Yeah. They're not any dirtier or grosser than any of the other guys.
You think Cole Beasley's hair looks pretty, is clean looking? I mean, I'm just saying, like, who cares? That gets washed, and there's ways of washing your hair. Just that, but again, it's not a hair care
Cowboys
channel.
Abroad, Donovan Wilson has a groin injury, if I'm not mistaken. They still have not released the severity, although I have to admit, McCarthy said it's not anything that's going to be keeping him from playing. But we didn't get any real... Michael Gelkin, earlier today, I touched on at the beginning of the stream, there were 3 guys that he specifically mentioned that were going on IR, right? That was Neville, in some form or fashion. Neville Gallimore is expected back in October, so we are assuming he'll be on the short-term IR. But McEwen and Josh Ball are 2 guys that are expected to go on IR. I'm not going to say that again. They were mentioned... that they're going to be going. They're the other guys that were mentioned with Neville Gallimore going on IR. Expected.
But on IR, but we don't know which way. We don't know if it's short term or if it's going to be the whole year missed on Josh Ball. You know what I mean? We don't know if it's the whole year missed. And again, when they said these guys are going IR, they say one guy, Neville Gallimore, will be back in October. They didn't say anything about McEwen. They didn't say anything about Josh Ball, right?
Yeah.
So that means that those guys probably maybe more long term. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. There's an eye. He slipped. Oh my God. Can I hear it? I'm sorry. What a fucking fuckery there. Bethard just threw a fucking bomb after fucking... I mean, this is where you see the domino effect, right? An eye slips. Could not affect the play.
Deshaun
Wright got burned again. Did he really catch that?
He did.
Looked like he cradled it a little bit. Did it come out? Oh, no, he had his hand underneath it. They're going to review it. There's a challenge flag. God, what did somebody throw a freaking basket on the field? Like a big red basket. That's a big ass. That's a big ass flag. They made the flags bigger. Those challenge flags.
Plumage, no, Mr. MCF did get a haircut. Finally.
Yeah.
You know.
It does kind of bounce, but I think it bounced on his hand. Let me see. Is his hand underneath it? Yeah. You can't overturn that. You can't overturn that.
I suppose it's worth a challenge. Just I guess
that could be a fumble at the end though, because was he touched? I guess he was touched.
Yeah, Cowboys abroad. That's kind of what I was thinking, especially now that we have Calvin Joseph also with the groin injury. Anything with anything dealing with your nuts, it's a problem. So, and those tend to be, to me, there's two injuries that put fear in my heart more than any others usually, and that is hamstrings and groins. Because
outside of torn ACLs.
I mean, those are the season-ending injuries or season-ending injuries. We're talking about the ones that linger.
Right, yeah.
How long did we spend watching everyone and their mom?
That hit the ground. See, that angle hits the ground. You see that ball was laying on the ground. So hopefully that, it's a good challenge. They're in preseason mode too, right? Got to get some of the things ironed out when it comes to challenging calls.
Look, I have to admit, I was probably the most upset person about that Nahshon Wright pick, and I gave him a chance, and I was starting to be like, all right, we can kind of see it, but I still feel like the Cowboys took a misstep drafting Nahshon Wright when they did. That's it. That's it. You cannot tell me.
We have to wait.
I know we did what we did, so I'm not here to cry over spilled milk. I just still feel like there were one or two other players left on the board that could have done more for us right here, right now.
They called it a completion after it hit the ground.
Because it was too close to call. For me, I mean, I'm sorry. It looked like his arm was underneath. I don't care if the ball kind of hit the ground.
I mean, there's an angle that shows it hitting the ground.
He secured it there.
No, it's not secured. It's on the ground. That was a bad call by the refs. There's obviously hit the ground.
I disagree. I'm sorry.
Sure.
I don't think that was. Again, I knew why they were challenging it, but it felt like more of a.
In the end, who gives a shit? And I'm saying that for myself. I shouldn't care because in the end, it should never happen. A knife should have got to him, and Nahshon Wright should have been in coverage better. There's 58 going. Who's 58? Throwing that ball up.
On him.
What?
Are you kidding me?
What the fuck? He just caught a touchdown. I don't believe that. The backup, third string running back.
Again, that's 2 for 33, unfortunately.
Deontay Burton's going to be tough to make this practice squad. Wow, I gotta say that was an unbelievable catch. I don't know what happened.
Was he even looking?
He turned around this way, but the ball was thrown behind him. The guy fell down and he caught it in the end. I mean, it was just unbelievable. Deontay Burton, guys, definitely not looking good here. Going deep to him. Let's see. He turned. Yeah, see, I told you he looked the wrong. He just looked late.
He looked at the quarterback, not at the ball.
It was just luck, really. I just thought. But did he have possession on that? Jesus. Oh, I guess he had it. I mean, he reclaimed he didn't have possession until his back was out of bounds.
But he held on to it the whole time.
There, he's out of bounds. Challenge that shit. No, that's automatically reviewed. It should not be a touchdown. He did not have control until his shoulder hit out of bounds. That's bullshit. Review that shit. Man, that's some fucked up shit right there. And again, it just sucks that they're not. Come on, man. I mean, they put 20 points. I'm not putting 20 up yet until they give us the review.
I mean, they're about to say something here.
They're checking it
now.
Like
they're reviewing it.
Guys,
so.
I
know it looks close.
They
to
messed
me,
up the last call. I'm just saying, let's just see some real football. This real football should have been incompletion.
Nahshon Wright's looking real pissy there.
Nahshon Wright blew the coverage. Deontay Burton blew the coverage. So we're seeing guys.
Yeah, everyone's saying Burton's out of here. Cut him. He's been
surviving on the practice squad. See, it's not a catch here, right? When does he catch it? Let's see. Right.
He catches it
there. And he's obviously way out of bounds at this point.
Yeah, if you want, look.
He doesn't secure possession.
If this was a regular NFL game, I would say that is not a touchdown.
This isn't a regular NFL game. I know what you mean by a regular season, but this is still a game. The refs got to get this shit right.
He doesn't have control till I would say by the time he gets control, his entire body is fully out of bounds. Like there's not even a shoulder pad on that.
But even if you look at it when he can get possession of it immediately. It's bouncing around.
Yeah, Choctaw Montana 808 said it. Deontay Burton should never even been on the Dallas team.
He's been on the practice squad for like 2 years, this guy. And again, he's done enough to stay around. I think most of that is special teams.
I understand the need for physical bodies out there. Like you need people to do the dirty work, the grunt work, especially,
still
in
moves the ball at the end.
Preseason games and you want depth. But, yeah, he's practice squad at best, then even then.
Well, we brought up some better. Yeah. We have some better corners now. So you have Maurice Kennedy. You grab a couple rookies. Yeah. Now you got 3 guys in front of him.
At least in that sense, you can see the improvement, right?
They're coming back on the field. The Jaguars.
All right,
why?
So it looks like they're going to call it back.
Yes.
Great catch there, baby.
Incomplete. Bye-bye. Back on the field.
You can't tell me that's not a little bit demoralizing for Dallas either way. Like, even though it was not a touchdown, I don't feel good about that play.
Deontay Burton still gets the blame, like he got the last blame giving up the touchdown. Like the way, Sean Wright gave up the big play. And these guys have to be held accountable whether the play officially counts or not. I don't give a damn. But we have to know that, Deontay Burton is not a guy we want to have to rely on when it comes to the regular season, bringing him off the practice squad or something. He's in danger.
Now watch for
not making a practice squad.
Cowboys get in. Oh, come on.
Justin Hamilton in there on a stunt play. Deontay Burton with a tackle.
Much better there, though.
Mukwamu with the tackle with Burton. But more importantly...
Who is 58 on our team again?
58 is, I think he's one of the...
Just saying, because I keep seeing him get in there, getting pressure, but he keeps, this time he literally got, a Jacksonville player, pancaked him on top and just smushed him down to the ground.
Yeah, that's Austin Faoliu.
There you go.
But he's not going to make the team, unfortunately. He might be, though. There he is. That's Bradley Anai, 56.
Yeah. But no, I was talking about 58 for a second.
Yeah, 58 is a linebacker.
He's on the right side, it looks like.
That's Anai. On the right side.
Now that's a 9.
Yeah. There it is. Justin. Is that Hamilton again? Malik Hooker involved in knocking the ball away. But I want to see who was at him. A 4th and 7 now.
I think it was a 9.
No, Justin. No, it was Hamilton. I think Gifford came in and blitzed, but I thought Hamilton belted him. He did.
Yeah, no, and I dropped back in coverage. It was Hamilton. Great catch,
guys, baby. Hamilton has been balling out. He's my guy, Hamilton. This guy's 325 pounds.
So you talk about, who was it? I think Skeptical Fan was the one that said, I want to see our players play with heart. I will say, it feels like our defensive line is definitely, they brought it. It might not be working all the time, but they brought it.
Listen, 17-7.
Here we go.
With 3:28 to go before the half. Let's see.
Cat 52 said, no, this is going to take away a correct call away from us during the regular season. The football gods will not be appeased.
They already screwed us a couple times this game. This is just one back from one of those. Think of it like that. Although I hear you.
Hey, Montana 808, we're waiting for you, man. The Cowboys clearly need your help. Don't wait for them to call you. You call them. Yeah. You show up. Suited up.
Hey.
Cowboys, what you want to play or you want to play?
We definitely have a chance, November 14th to say something.
Oh, man. So, by the way, guys, yes, I did want to take a second here. We're going to be at that Atlanta Falcons game at home in Dallas, hanging out with Cowboys Abroad and his lovely wife, Yumi, hanging out with Choctaw Montana 808 and his lovely lady as well, guys. So, if you're going to be there, please, come hang out with us. We'll be, pre-gaming it, hopefully with you guys, kicking back, relaxing, and then,
Maxing all cool and all, shooting some people outside of the school.
Jerry Jones is unfortunately going to get our money this time because I'm going to have one of the Cowboy Ritas and a hot dog. I have to try these amazing freaking hot dogs that are supposedly so
Jerry Jones
awesome,
got us over a barrel. Here's the kickoff return, guys. Again, a lot of guys that make the team based off of this, but not Johnny Dixon. Number 6, we're taking the return. He's somebody at best gets a practice squad spot, but I don't think there's room. You look at 80 guys on the team right now, 81, we got to keep 70 guys or 71 guys. So when I look at that, I see I don't look at who stays. I look at who has to go. And then you got to take another 16 guys that you have to kind of let them go for one day, and then you get them back. So that's the other strategy there. But right now, you got to chop off 10 guys from this list. Maybe Deontay Burton does make it as the last guy, as the 70th guy in the team. And I say that when you add practice squad and 53.
So we're building our MCF Cowboys team. Drop your position down below. DC Farrell is a safety or a cornerback. Obviously, Montana is one of our D-line.
Ooh, man. Inside or outside? Edge rusher? Oh, nice move by Brandon Knox. Where would I play, baby? 6'2", 6'3", 215?
I'm trying to think because I don't know if he can be quarterback.
I don't mind playing edge though, but I'm a little small for the edge.
There you go. So I could actually
see receiver.
I would actually probably put you at linebacker.
Really, I'm not big enough for linebacker. It'd have to be if I'm looking at NFL numbers. I'm looking at a Noah Brown style guy. That's where I fit in. Maybe a Cedric Wilson.
I think you're a linebacker. Sorry, baby.
All right. I'll take linebacker.
I
play a little linebacker.
We'll bulk you up.
Yeah, 20 pounds for linebacker. But receiver, I can play the big, the blocking. 85 Lower Brown or Cedric Wilson, and I don't have the speed anymore.
There you go.
I don't know. I'm just saying, running back, I'm too tall for that. I think. Well, 6'3". I don't bend my knees enough.
I just think we need to do more on defense because, no, seriously, like you,
I got good
you
hands.
do a great job of reading offenses and defense as well. That's why I would put you in linebacker as well because your brain would be able to catch up.
I'll be undersized.
Even if you can't make tackles.
I'll be like Jabril Cox. Nice pass to Brandon Knox. Not a good. Who missed that fucking block? Is that Knight?
68. Yeah, Brandon.
Fucking no, he's not. He's 69.
So
68 is Farniok.
So then Farniok was the one.
Yeah, I can't get mad at Farniok. He's a goddamn rookie. He'll be a practice squad backup. He's our backup center on the practice squad. Watch that. Mark my words on that. Cowboys not keeping him in the 53.
2-minute warning here.
Yeah.
So
we're having some fun. Let's go, guys. I mean, we're just relaxing, talking. Let's have more discussions. Let's have more interaction. Let's go. Jeremy Slade, by the way, right over that star, 60 points on the stream bus. So again, he's got the sponsor week back to back to back, going for 4 like Dak. Right above us here, guys. At the end of this stream, will Jeremy Slade be crowned champion? I think so. And in the Cash app, you got our man Jason Renfro in the running here. I think he's got 6 or 7 on it right now in the Cash app. So right now he's at the inline track to take down Jeremy Bramlett in the Cash app crown.
There we go, guys. Again, we can't do what we do here at MCF without your continued love and support. So thanks for hanging with us, watching with us. Take a second to hit like, sub it up, hit that notification bell. Course, and now I do think I'm gonna again break my streaming rules once again because we kicked this off before I even had breakfast. So I'm just saying I'm gonna have a halftime snack. That's all.
People are like breakfast
on stream.
Breakfast is 2:30. I know we kind of it's like right now.
You guys were with us last night. We were on pretty late, so
yeah, but it's kind of our lunch brunch Sunday, so it's my hits around this time. So
I'm the person. I don't care if I'm eating at 7:00 at night. My first meal of the day is breakfast. My second meal of the day is lunch. And my third meal of the day is dinner, and that's it. Like I don't care what time they have.
The thing is, for me on this side of things, no matter how hungry I am when I wake up, when it's Cowboy football, me personally, my stomach is like this. It's like a knot, so I just cannot eat.
There we go.
Eugenia's Bear feasting here with a $2 holla. What did Eugenius have to say, baby?
Cracking me up. He said, 2-minute warning, get ready to buy second half beer.
Yeah, you got to leave earlier than the 2-minute warning. Or even, I would say, after a score at around the 4, 5, 6 minute mark for the half, that's when you hit the bathroom. Take your leak. That's when you get your concession in between a touchdown, wherever it happens, hopefully a Cowboy touchdown, and immediately, don't even wait for the extra point, and don't have to see the kickoff. You guys feel me on that? So you got yourself like a 5-minute block solid without any real busyness on the lines for concessions or in the lines and bathrooms. That's my opinion.
This is where I think appropriate pre-gaming is vital.
I agree.
Because you get all that shit out of the way before the game even starts, so that by the time the game starts, you have exactly 1 drink and you don't move from your seat until the game is over. Or at least those of us who are,
you don't want to spend $30 for a beer, so that's for sure. I agree.
Oh no! I was
gonna say you have a tiny bladder, so you even have more trouble. That's what I'm saying.
I have to every sip that I drink on a football game, I have to mentally calculate how much this is gonna cost me and whether it's worth it. Usually by the time the game starts, reward. I'm 2 into the game. I don't have time to drink beer. I'm watching the Cowboys. Anyway, jokes aside, guys, there we go. So Cassie Stewart, much love. On a boat with friends, can't see the game. The score is 17-7. Jacksonville is up. Ooh. Oh, man, a miss to Simi Fehoko there. That was a bad pass.
Not a miss here, though, guys, by the Bear of Eugenius. Eugenius Bear with another $2 holla. I got to slam him on the board overhead. What did the man say? What did the Bear
He said that's why the
KC
underwear
say?
Flask was invented.
Hey, listen, I do agree with that, but then there's the driving aspect. Although, if we Uber.
Yes, we actually, thankfully, thankfully don't have to drive to the Dallas games.
Yeah. That's the one thing we definitely plan into this thing. You just can't drive. So, that Flask.
Have you seen those parking prices, guys?
Shit.
That's a whole ass ticket right
there. Going deep?
Oh, wow.
Out of bounds.
Oh, man.
Damn, the man with the touchdown, Aaron Parker. Good catch. Adjustment in the air. Now it's, 4th and 4. Cowboys going to go for it. Fuck it. Why not?
So,
let me make sure I put my guy here, Eugenius
Now, we're
Bear.
having a kind of a bit of a debate in the chat.
Let's hear it.
As far as Tyron Smith and whether he is a Hall of Famer or not.
I think he's
Hall of Fame, not just Ring of Honor, Hall of Fame.
He's got to finish his career still, If he lasts the next 2-3 years with us, yes, he's a Hall of Famer.
Now,
as far as I'm concerned.
I do have to admit, Sully kind of brings up a good point. He said Nate Newton isn't even a Hall of Famer, and you're saying Tyron Smith is?
Yeah.
Tyron Smith basically has been too hurt and missed a little too much.
I love Nate Newton, but he was kind of like a low level kind of player, never really a big name guy until he was an overachiever with the Cowboys in a great way, a great offensive lineman. But I still think Tyron Smith is better as a specimen of a human being, and as a guy who can do what he's done when he's on the field. He's the best, if not 1, 2, or 3 in his entire career, every year, 10 years. As an offensive lineman.
Tyron Smith is so good, he gets penalized for just being
too good.
He's getting shacked.
Yeah, for being that big, and he's getting penalized because he's throwing guys around. The way Genius Bear just dropped another $2 holla, going up on this board quick like.
UW Flash do go deep. Bring me tones.
Man, you got the whole thing down. That's a.
We just don't party that hard when we
I know.
are chilling there. But for those of you who do, Genius Bear's got the
1-2-1-2. But hey, no, I listen.
Thank you so much, Eugenius Bear. Much love.
He's 100% right. And I remember when I drank a whole 2-liter bottle of a Sprite mix with vodka.
I think what the Cowboys need to do is have screens in the bathrooms showing the game.
That would be
awesome.
Say
if they did that, we're fine, because then
there's a throw down the field, short throw, slips anyways. 3rd and 5, 1:36. We didn't go for it, by the way.
I'm just saying, what do you guys think? Because I think that's probably the better solution, right? Like, just keep a screen, show whatever they're showing in AT&T Stadium there, so that, while you're using the bathroom, you don't have to miss out, and you're washing your hands, and you're still watching the plays. Like,
it'd be great if they could have it in the stalls as well, right? So you're taking a shit. Sorry.
I think
sitting down watching the game.
Just one screen somewhere in the bathroom with some audio is more than enough.
Sorry for being a little gross. Anyways, 3rd and 5, 1:36 to go. Cowboys got 2 timeouts. Jacksonville got all 3. Shotgun for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trips, bunch left. That looked really uncomfortable. There's a blitz there. 58 almost getting in there. On Deontay Burton once again. He doesn't even make the tackle after the play.
Look. He was just running down the field like he's a receiver.
Listen, Jacksonville's smart. The quarterback and whoever's going up against.
Going to his side.
Yep, go throw it on his side. You good chance, 75%
but he
chance.
Did it again. He looked the wrong way again.
But he looked like at the fucking ball at the same time, and the guy caught it right in his face. He still didn't put his hands up. Deontay Burton's showing. See, this is why it shows you a guy.
Jabril Cox, you got to make a better tackle than that.
I know he hasn't missed any tackles. He missed 2. Jabril Cox in the whole preseason, 3 games. He's played a lot. He's missed no tackles. Today he's missed 2 tackles.
So Cowboys Brad said Nate Newton didn't get nominated because he was a drug mule transporting over 300 pounds of marijuana, and he got caught.
That is another thing he did, and that did happen. So
I mean, no offense, I know I'm a newer fan, I wasn't there for that, but no one mentioned that, no one talked about that. He's just
the thing is that listen,
transporting a whole defensive lineman of weed. Just
listen, there's a lot of people doing weed stuff back then, transporting stuff. Although, what do you need that, right? You figure they still weren't getting paid like the money. Oh, that's a pick. Yes!
There we go! Finally!
Yeah, that's how you make... See, how that's a flip right there. That's how Deontay Burton says, oh, what's going on here? Deontay Burton...
No, he was down early.
I know, but he was celebrating. This guy came over to tackle him. He thought the play was still going. I think he's
just trying to stop him just in case. He thought he was running. Running.
Israel Mukuamu making a play, making a case. Not just of, hey, should I make the team? We know he's going to make the team in one way or another. Can you risk him now? Can you risk him on the 53? People are eyeballing him. He was a 6th-round pick. Made a great read there. It's not he was in great coverage.
Yes.
He made a great, move on the ball. Yeah. Saw it was knocked away, knocked badly.
33 can walk home after today's game.
I see where we're at there. But see, Mukuamu making a case why he should be on the 53, which can make things a little more complicated. He's one of those guys. And again, you see, got to give credit there to Rondell Carter, number 97, who got into the face of their quarterback Bethard, as Gary Gilbert throws for a 1st down here to Aaron Parker. Eugenius Bear dropping that $2 holla in the super chat. Much love. What did the Bear have to say?
He said Nate was an underground pharmacist. Look, he's a very versatile player and a very versatile man. He's got a lot of skill sets.
I'm just saying Tyron Smith was a different kind of... He's a different kind of offensive lineman. Nate Newton... There's a lot of Nate Newtons. Nate Newton's just like the best of those Nate Newtons. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the best elites of that kind of offensive lineman. He was very good for us, great for us. But Tyron Smith, a superstar.
Exactly. Maybe I'm biased, but I feel like what Tyron Smith has done as a left tackle. Like, that's the point. Even now, banged up, bruised, scarred, he's got like 17 broken bones, and he's still playing better than like 95% of the league.
That's
Hall of Fame. What the hell?
Here we go. Dumps it down, again, see that? Brandon Knox, he just cost us some yardage, cost us a timeout.
He could have 3 yards.
Got to call timeout on that. You got to call timeout. Could have maybe broke a tackle, goes out of bounds, right? Saves a timeout. Yeah. So, with that bobble, although making the play and gaining no yardage on that play, it would have been better if he dropped it, to be honest with you.
Cat 52 said, he wanted to personally let you know that the reason Mukuamu got that pick, it's the residual effects of the number 38 and the greatness that's been imparted on him from Jeff Heath.
Oh, the 38 Jeff Heath card. Listen.
I have to admit, I think I would have liked to see Jeff Heath back this year. But I just, again, it's one of those things where
I like this 38 much better.
On,
this 38 is much better. This 38 is a rookie making Jeff Heath plays. I'm just saying, so, think of it like that. And again, that's just being aware and attacking the ball. Again, keeping your head, turning your head. Do you see anybody like Cheeto out there, by the way? Not one. Everybody at least turns their heads. The closest guy to him, Deontay Burton. So here's a throw, a sharp throw. Good play, Fahoko with the catch, for the first down. Did the Cowboys call timeout, or did they spike the ball? Spike the ball.
How much are we missing that timeout right
16 seconds, 15. We got a timeout, but we're saving it. Spike it. They're not spiking it. They're going. As long as there's no illegal motion or illegal formation there, we gained.
Out of bounds, good.
Okay, so we got 7 fucking seconds for 2 yards gain, 1 yard gain. So here's what I say we do. We have a timeout. You can hit the center of the field here, right? So you're not going for a touchdown. You're going for Greg the leg to prove that his back is not going to affect his kicking or his leg. So here we go, guys. Cowboys kind of looking to probably get, I would say,
Yeah, let me know when the play starts. Sorry, I'm reading this article.
It's not a first, second, or third down, kind of like we got to get a first down or anything like that. It's all about the time. You got one play. You don't have to get out of bounds because you got one more timeout. You need to get 5 or 6 yards. It'd be nice to get 5 or 6 yards, and I don't even want to get a first down. I just want to. Who called it? If it's Cowboys calling timeout, I'm gonna be fucking highly pissed here. Okay, good. Jacksonville called timeout. Farniak coming off the field here. Looks like he's checking with the coaching with Joe Philbin. You'll see him talking to Joe Philbin right here. And you look at our draft class, they're showing it on the board. Josh Ball, one of those guys we spoke about pre-stream or pre-game, I guess, where him and McEwen, tight end, those guys might be going to the IR for the long term, the whole year. Or there'll be guys that will be, on the 53 and then move to the short term, like, as they said before, pre-stream, we spoke about it, Neville Gallimore will be one of those guys. They'll come back in October. People were saying he's going to come back after week 1 or week 2. They don't know about like these injuries, right? That it's just strategic to put a guy like Neville Gallimore on your short-term IR, which takes him out for 3 weeks, all the way up to 6 weeks. The Cowboys can bring him back after week 3, so we'll see that happen. And again, when he's good to go, he'll be back in that 3-week span. Another clock stoppage here, or referee stopping the play here.
Flag.
It's a flag, and it looks like it's on Gilbert's point. Yeah, too many men on the field.
Ah, nice. I thought it was encroachment for a second.
5-yard penalty. Cowboys got another extra 5 yards. I don't know what it looks like. You see McCarthy out there? I know you missed it, but McCarthy was arguing with Nussmeier about something. So, 2nd and 4. It's not about the first down, so I don't care. It's 2nd down. We're going to have one play here to go and probably get about, 5-10 yards?
Right,
here's the play. Slow snap. Not a good play. Listen, the Cowboys, so get one more shot here.
All right.
I guess not. The Cowboys going to kick the field goal here. I would have taken, if you took 2 seconds off the clock, you could do another quick play, get 1 second on that clock.
Thank you, Cowboys Abroad, for that great article. So,
what was the article about?
No, he dropped the info on basically Nate Newton and all that stuff. I was reading about it a little bit more firsthand because obviously I hadn't, I wasn't really familiar with that.
On top of that, yeah.
So,
here we go. Guys, Greg Zuerlein about to kick a field goal here, and this is important. He's our only starter out there. It's 46-yard field goal. Got to make this, right? This is a regular field goal right here. You should make this. He misses it. To the left.
That's not good. But what is good is Sky High 22 dropping a $5 holla. Much love. Appreciate you. And he said, can't watch the game at work right now, but listening to you guys cover. Thank you.
Yeah, we just gave you much love. Sky High. Sky High.
Thank you, Sky High.
Poor timing for us, for me at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Scotty also
I'm down
said
about
time
that.
Management. Gene Michael said, just found you guys. Finally found someone who curses as much as I do when watching these fuck-tastrophes.
Hey, you go. Hey, listen. You have a very enjoyable
we have a lot
time.
of distinguished history of cursing
we keep everything, and it's not the best time. Sometimes, we go. I hate going that route, but trust me, it keeps me at bay when it comes to cursing in the past. Without being on MCF, we've done this for 4 years. This is our 5th season of doing these reaction streams and just nightly live stream. Much love. I'm glad you found us. Part of the family now here in MCF.
So it was a 56-yard field goal.
Was 56? Oh, I thought you said 46.
Nope,
wow.
56.
Okay.
So
that's
different. It makes the near miss feel a little bit better because it wasn't like he
would have made it though if it was accurate. He would have made it.
Yeah.
And so get it all out now.
Well, he is also, you got to remember,
he's in preseason mode.
This is
he's warming up.
First warm up preseason, whatever you want to call it. Agreed. Too. So although Devontae Griffin did say Greg no leg, and that cracks me up.
Greg no leg.
So Donovan said, why didn't they do, 1 or 2 more like quick second plays there? Honestly, I'm telling you guys, that earlier challenge, losing that extra timeout,
it wasn't a bad challenge.
I'm not saying it was a bad challenge.
I know you're saying it cost us.
It came back to cost us here because I think had we had that extra timeout, we would have maybe seen a slightly different attempt. That's it. I don't know if it would have actually resulted in anything substantial.
Yeah. No, I know. And
I think Aguilar 4 said NFL Network hyping up Lawrence. They played their number ones against our
threes
backups.
Some of them are third stringers, guys. I mean, do you think Bradley and I is the backup?
Oh no, J.K. Dobbins is out for the season.
Yeah,
so
I said that earlier.
ACL,
yep.
Right?
He's out for the year. I talked about it last night. He's probably out for the year when his agent was talking about this is just year 2 of 20. Like he's gonna have 20 years in the league, and he's gonna be he's just 1 year. He's almost implying that, insinuating he's going to miss the season, which is what happened, unfortunately.
It's Joey Arizona, much love. So then I guess who is the best? So then who would you say then, Chalktown Montana 808, everybody here in the chat, who would you say is the singular best player on our Dallas Cowboy team? Because I'm sorry, I would say it is Zach Martin.
Right now on this team? I mean, there's so many different aspects of that question. Because you look at defense, you got, is Micah Parsons the guy, right? He's going to be that new leader.
He has to play a little bit more first.
Of course. We know DeMarcus Lawrence, and we know Grady's got to show more.
No offense, I'm not including Tank in this conversation.
Yeah, he's not a leader. Yeah,
we're talking
in that way. Yeah,
elites here on our team, and to me, Zach. That's what I'm saying. Purely from every angle you look at it, to me, Zach Martin is absolutely the number 1 player on this team.
Now, what about in leadership? I mean, would you say?
Dak Prescott.
That's what I'm saying.
A doubt.
Dak has to be considered as one of the.
Dak is my second. Like, if Zach Martin's the number 1 player, Dak is the number 2 to me. And
see, I think Tyron Smith is also on that list. We need the importance of Tyron Smith is just as important as Dak Prescott.
I know, or Zach Martin. I'm not trying to take away from their importance.
But we have no backup. At least we have Connor McGovern. I'm not saying that's a great thing. It's not. I know. But at least we have a guy who'll probably be starting for us next year. Who's our backup tackle? Ty Nsekhe? Terrence Steele? That's the problem for me. So I guess that's the bigger importance.
I don't feel good about the backup quarterback situation, Retro Scotty. We're basically picking from, like, which turd do we like the most? It's all going to be shit.
Again, yeah.
Oh, man, Texas Twister, awesome. Have fun. He's going to be tailgating at the Cowboy-Eagles game.
Ooh, it's going to be nice.
Honestly,
that's the kicker. That's the opening game in Dallas.
We couldn't get barbecue last time we were in Dallas. I'm eating barbecue. Cowboys abroad. You're hearing me, right? Saturday, we're getting some barbecue. No matter what. You got to help me out.
We're doing a stadium tour, so after that.
I'm deferring to your.
I'm not a barbecue guy, just as long as I can eat something that's not barbecue flavor.
So.
Or barbecued.
Talk to Montana 808. I agree. As far as like who in the league, I don't know. This is an NFL league with a lot of talent. But I don't care about the rest of the NFL. I'm looking at our Cowboys, and I would say on this team, Zach Martin is probably exactly 1, 2, 3. Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Dak Prescott in some order, depending on how exactly you rank them. But to me, those are the 3
keys that have to stay healthy on offense.
And not just that, but the most talented, the best leaders, the most elite, everything about it. So, Cowboys LeBron, thank you. You got me on the barbecue. Now, no Dak needs to say
you have to include Zeke in that, too.
Oh, yeah, again, Zeke.
But he's not as important.
I didn't say top 5. I said top 3.
I know, you're right.
To give Zeke credit, I think that he's we're seeing him step it up a lot more this year when it comes to the leadership role as well. We've seen how many times have we seen him in that quarterback room?
Love it.
Right?
I love that. He said he wants to learn a bigger overview of the offense.
Exactly. We've seen him, talking a lot to the rest of the offense, like really being involved with the coaches. So
some people hate on him, but you got to give him credit where credit is due. And so let's not just hate that. We're seeing that progress
there. And we got Dallas Cowboy fan 1980 in the house. Much love to you.
The power is in the house, guys. That Cowboy power. He keeps it.
Yep.
100% real. Much love, 1980.
And I agree. No Dak Ninja. He said, this is why I don't draft fantasy until the week before the season. And that's why we're not.
Yeah, that's why we haven't done fantasy stuff until probably sometime next week.
Yeah, we have to see the preseason play out. And honestly, it's another reason why we, historically here at MCF, we don't do our 53-man roster until the last preseason game is played. Because
tomorrow. Make sure you guys, again, I want to make sure I stress that because tomorrow is the 53-man prediction. And we already know we got you on about 50 guys for sure. And this is clarifying a couple other things. We're also going to do the practice squad. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't touch that, but that's important because these pieces will still be important throughout the season. We saw this last season. You're going to see it again now. Like I said, 53 guys, right? You got Isaac Alarcon. He's our 54th guy, let's just say, in the sense of he needs 3 weeks before he can get on the 53 if we ever need him. Hopefully we never do. But he's on the exemption. That's 54 players. Then you add 16 practice squad guys. Then you're up to 70. There's 80 guys here on the field, or 81 guys, I guess. 81 guys here on this team right now with the exemption. You're gonna lose. You gotta take out of this list, this long ass list. You gotta erase 11 guys. How hard is that gonna really be? Again, you gotta plan your 16 practice squad guys intelligently. Most of those guys you'll get back, but a couple of them you might have to decide: do I keep or do I on the 53?
As far as the players, I think for the most part we kind of know the players. It's more about the strategy. Right? How exactly do the Cowboys keep certain guys, cut certain guys, move certain guys to IR? And some of these guys are practice squads, so it's the strategy on how they do it.
And like for instance, you look at some names right now on the roster.
Here, I'm gonna get my thing going real quick. No, sorry, I'm
listening. Okay. No, I'm saying if you look at some guys on the roster right now for the Cowboys, Osiris Mitchell at receiver, Brandon Smith at receiver, Nick Eubanks at tight end, Braylon Jones at guard. These guys, will any of these guys make the team? And if they do make the practice squad, will they even? Because they're not making the 53. None of those guys I said make it. But if they don't make the practice squad, I mean, they can go anywhere to sign. My point is, do the Cowboys really care if they get Osiris Mitchell back on the practice squad, even though he's the last on their list, let's say, because someone picked up Brandon Smith? Cowboys don't. Cowboys don't care about that kind of strategy. They just, whoever's left over, they'll pick up one of those guys, TJ Vasher, right? So that's kind of what I see from that side of things. If they're not IR to put on the injury reserve, because a lot of these guys might be still claimed in that kind of way by the Cowboys, a little turf toe, and then all of a sudden he's now on IR, which has happened, believe it or not. So you look at guys like Brendan Knox, Quan Hardy, they're fighting a spot, I believe, more for a practice squad, not for the 53. Quan Hardy, even if he makes the team, he'll make it through the practice squad. Remember, guys, they got 24 hours, they got to be on waivers, and then they come back to the Cowboys if the Cowboys want them back. And someone like Jaquan Hardy is not going to be picked up by another team's 53. That's the only way you could pick up one of our cuts, is if someone puts them on a 53. If we want to pick up another team's player, they can't go on our practice squad. We pick them up, we got to cut someone. Nobody's really going to do that very often, unless it's a fantastic player or something, which, why would they be released? Well, no, I mean, listen, it's hard to tell. We played against starting, caliber NFL team, even if they suck. But Isaac Alarcon, Connor McGovern, Matt Farniok, Terrence Steele, Brandon Knight, these guys have played all right, but they're backups, right? So it's not really matchup wise. They've done an okay job for the most part, playing against tougher starters there. But I think that's still a problem. Like backup quarterback's a problem. Now, my point is here, when I name some of these guys, right? How many guys am I naming, baby? I need you to kind of track this for me. Osiris Mitchell, Braylon Jones, Nick Eubanks, Brandon Smith, Austin Faliulu, Stephen Parker, Deontay Burton. I mean, how many is that, right? Oh, Johnny Dixon.
Ignore the nail.
TJ Vasher. Arterius Lynn. How many is that?
10.
We got to cut one more guy. You guys feel me? One more guy that's off the team on the 53 and off the team on the practice squad. So, would that be, again, Azur Kamara? Does he do enough to make the practice squad? Is it, again, do we move Sean McEwen to IR? There you go. Do you move Josh Ball to IR? There you go. You just made 2 spots open right there. So now you have more leeway. You just got to balance those last couple of spots between, will he be picked up by someone's 53-man, by another team's 53? 99% of the time, they won't. So 99% of the time, you're getting these guys back. You're getting all these guys back, and who you get to pick who you want in this practice squad. Did I name, again, when I name guys like, I'm just saying, okay, go ahead. Eric Smith, another player, too. That's another guy you can cut.
Just because this, to me, is the biggest factor when it comes to these moves. Who are the guys that we're going to keep on the 53 that first day that we know or assume are going on either short-term or long-term IR? Because, again, one guy that we haven't even touched on, Donovan Wilson. Well, I'm just saying, because we don't know the situation with his groin. They haven't really talked about it. Well, what if he's the guy that ends up on the short-term IR to start the season? Just saying. That's why I'm saying that,
I want to also say, a couple names that open up more spots. Tristan Hill on the PUP. Chauncey Golston on the PUP. These guys were on the physically unable to practice or perform list to start the training camp season, right? And once if you don't get off of that, when you enter the season, they don't count against your 53.
Okay.
So there's no way the Cowboys are bringing either of these guys off the PUP. The only guy they brought back recently was Greg Zuerlein, because we have no other kicker. He's our starter. So these other 2 guys will have to wait into the season. I don't know what the restriction is yet. I don't know if it's 3 weeks or 6 weeks. They will start off unable to play the first couple of weeks of the season on the PUP list. But we don't lose them for the whole year. It's just a way of securing Tristan Hill and Chauncey Golston, our rookie pick in the 3rd round. They're the Eagle pick for, trading down 2 spots, getting Micah Parsons, but the extra pick was Chauncey Golston. So he's now a guy that's probably going to start off on the PUP list. That's part of the 81 guys, or I guess, I don't know if they're part of the 81, but they get moved onto this list. They will be, at that point, they will become guys that open up another 2 spots for the Cowboys temporarily. So again, whenever they come back, we got to cut someone. That's knowledge.
Now, Talk to Montana 808 is saying that they should go sign that one guy back and cut Greg, because the dude is going to cost Dallas some gains kicking the way that he's been kicking.
Again, we saw the extra point. We saw that field goal. And again, one day in practice, he was 5 for 9, his first time back. The next time in practice, he was, 8 for 9. I still think, again, you got to assume he's going to be okay, I think. But
I think Greg
he hasn't shown enough yet to have confidence.
Probably a great example of a coach favorite. We know that him and Bones, really like each other. They know each other. They get along. So
you got to trust in that.
For better or for worse, I think that he is who we're going to roll with. And we just have to, hope that he'll be okay.
The thing is about...
The Cowboys have already shown, though, if we got to move on from Greg the Leg or something at some point in the season and bring in someone else.
Now listen, the thing is this. Greg Zuerlein will be a guy that will play this year, whether we like it or not, for the reasons you probably said. If not, also for his veteran. He's been a veteran. Yeah. They still going to rely and count on him.
Kind of similar how we know Danucci's going to make the practice squad probably because he's a coach
favorite. He's a
McCarthy
favorite. Yeah. So my thing is, though, is that it's different though when you got a practice squad guy making a practice squad, or and he has some usage there, or you got a starting kickers and it costs you points. So my thing is this: the reason they didn't keep any of these other guys, whichever Lirum. Hallelujah is his name, whatever, hula hoop.
Harulahu.
Yeah, there you go. Harulahu. Good job. Lirum, it's not worth, why keep him? There's 15 other kickers that can do what these kickers, there's no need to keep an extra kicker in your team, because whether we like it or not, the truth is a dime a dozen. You're not going to keep a guy that's going to be fantastic. So I'm watching kickoffs here, and Greg Zuerlein's really, kicking it deep into the end zone. They're returning
a really quick halftime.
Oh, no, it felt like a very long halftime. Good tackle, though, by number 37, Quan Hardy. Makes up for his bad miss earlier. Important for him to do well if he's going to play on special teams. You guys feel me on this?
And my water didn't even boil yet. That's how quick. That's what I'm saying. That's how quick it was. It was. I think it went pretty quick.
Let me switch it over here, guys. I'm gonna make sure we go to third quarter officially started.
Yeah. So Cat 52 also saying, can you let the chat know not many kickers make 56-yard kicks or field goals. You know, like it's
good point.
Not
at first I thought it was 46.
Normal, regular, everyday kickers in normal game time scenarios have issues making 56 yarders.
It's a great point right there. So
I'm
not worried
being
yet.
A little rusty on a 56 yarder.
That's okay.
He made the extra
Sean
point.
Wright, hold it outside there, and then okay, good job. 57, Luke Gifford. I will say Luke Gifford's impressed some here, being a depth guy, not a starter, nothing like that. If he's playing special teams, okay. You know, Francis Bernard might be a guy we just throw on the IR to keep him, but he's lost his positioning as the sixth linebacker. I agree.
We are so much happier seeing Farniok as our backup center than we ever were seeing Connor Williams, even if his blocking is obviously not
right. He missed a screen earlier block, but the thing is, again, mark my words, I don't see the way I don't see the way he makes the 53, but he easily makes the practice squad. First down, Jacksonville on that run, tackled by 39, Tyler Coyle. But yeah, I mean, I do love Farniok as our backup center. Cowboys easily can risk. No one's going to pick up Matt Farniok on their 53, guaranteed. So he comes back to the Cowboys in our practice squad.
33 is not out of the game, guys. He's going to play the whole game.
My biggest question is, and this is probably the biggest. I'm going to say it is my guy, because I think we got to find a way of keeping Justin Hamilton. I don't want to risk him. A lot of people say we should cut him and pick him back up, but there's no guarantee he's going to come back.
Can't risk it for the biscuit.
Between him and Simi Fehoko, who do you keep?
I'm sorry, but I think that Hamilton has done way more than Fehoko.
He has,
and actually has a chance to play more than Fehoko.
Will someone pick up Fehoko over Hamilton? The probable answer is yes.
Yeah.
So it's about how about we risk neither of them and make another cut somewhere else? I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll see exactly where tomorrow. That's the point. Like we're
gonna figure it out tomorrow here on My Cowboys Family.
And of course, guys, we want your thoughts and input. Of course, it's our predictions on the 53-man roster. But we want to know what you guys have to say and whether you agree or disagree. Exactly, because there's going to be a lot of convincing to be done. So, by the way, Jeremy Slate has 47 points left.
That's a hole by 72. Didn't call it. Good job there by 48. Jabril Cox at the tackle.
What's 47's name again?
Nick Eubanks.
Eubanks. There we go. There you go. So Eubanks takes it away.
But
Burn Bar in the house. What's up? Much love.
Oh, well, Jabril Cox at the 48 definitely takes it down.
True.
Yeah. Who just made the tackle, by the way. Jabril Cox, great job on the movement there from the block. Ooh, he really popped them there. Deontay Burton came in with the late. Again, an eye with a good pursuit. So good job by some of these depth guys that are probably making this team. Of course, Jabril Cox is. But I'm talking about Bradley Anai. Deontay Burton, bye-bye, I think. I mean, at best, he's like the 70th player, the last guy in the practice squad, if he's lucky.
So 3rd and 8 here.
You
changed the third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Mukuamu. Is that Mukuamu 58? Or is it 58 or 38?
Bradley and I.
No, it was a Mukuamu.
Was it Mukuamu?
On the blitz. Again, doing a lot of great stuff. We cannot put him on the cut list now, I think. He's got a pick. He's got a nice, making some nice plays, has some good tackles, good blitz off the side there, showing you why the Cowboys picked him up very late. Cowboys are using him as that fluid kind of versatile safety. He could play strong, free. He was a corner in college. Not good playing press, but good again. He's a big guy, can play like that.
Cat 52 said 38 doing 38 things.
There's that Heath momentum, right? So he's a punt, guys. Cowboys getting this return here. Is it Johnny Dixon? It is. Tries to make something happen, does not. I don't think he makes a team even practice squad, Johnny Dixon. Just saying. We have guys like, Jones and Reggie Davis. Yeah. These guys will make the practice squad. Fehoko if he comes through.
Again. What a surprise. Damn. It's on us, I bet.
Usually it is. That means we go back farther. I'm wondering if Garrett Gilbert's still in this. I think he is still in this game. I mean, I don't see what the Cowboys, have they really been set on what's happening here with our backups? Because to me, we should put fucking Cooper Rush back out there. What the hell? Why not? Great. 38 made the mistake there. Israel Mukuamu. But I just want to say, guys, again, 38 there's some Heathisms for you. But again, will either guy be the backup here for the Cowboys? Will the Cowboys go grab somebody else? I mean, you can't cut both guys. What you can do is say, listen, let's say Cooper Rush is your backup. And you say, see the cuts out there happening, right? Let's say a guy falls through the cracks, comes out, gets cut, is a guy that McCarthy likes, that the Joneses want to pay. That would be a deal where the Cowboys would pick one of those guys up and then immediately cut Cooper Rush on the 53, right? He might make the 53, Cooper Rush, or Garrett Gilbert, But if somebody else cuts someone and that waiver 24-hour list goes through, that's the only spot I can see us grabbing a quarterback and then cutting our current quarterback, backup quarterback, which would be, let's say, Cooper Rush or Garrett Gilbert. That's what I can see. Or if nobody comes out there that the Cowboys like, they keep Cooper Rush, unfortunately, on the list.
You just made me realize something, or think of something.
Like,
what if the Cowboys do just that, except we know one of these guys is making the practice squad, right?
Well, DiNucci.
That would suck.
But that is the guy who's going to probably make the practice. They're not going to. Garrett Gilbert probably, unless they keep two quarterbacks, they're probably not going to make the practice squad.
It's more about, again, like, could you see them moving on from DiNucci and keeping a Cooper Rush or Gilbert on the practice squad?
That's simply on McCarthy.
And then bringing.
That's all on McCarthy.
And if it's on McCarthy, then we know DiNucci is still here.
Well, that's what it's.
Great.
I'm being real.
You see, yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, Tyrone Church. If we do that, I'd love to see Cooper Rush on the practice squad. Like, that would be the best move.
That's the thing, though, is that if we cut him or move him to the practice squad, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they cut him and then, because you got to cut him and then he has to go cycle through the 24 hours when you cut someone.
That's fine. I don't see him.
No one's going to pick him up.
Picked up.
But at this point, it wouldn't be the 53-man pickup anymore. Now it'd be anybody could pick him up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, well, I guess, yeah.
But it's more about, okay, so look, we have our 53. Somehow Cooper Rush is still on there. But like you said, we pick up a quarterback that's out there. He's the guy that we cut.
Right. Oh, DiNucci's
for him. You get what I mean? Time for DiNucci. And then, after the 24 hours, Cooper Rush makes it out to the practice squad. That's what I would prefer to see if we're going to go out there and do. Ooh,
good to see Jeremy Sprinkle still in the game.
And a sprinkle.
Again, he's going to be our third string tight end right now. DiNucci's trying to get loose out there. He almost slipped. He almost slipped in the fucking end zone. To be real. Yeah, those Dak high kicks.
Sorry, it just reminds me of Dak doing his, pregame workouts and stuff. So, anyway, what do you guys think about that as far as, because, again, I still think that Cooper Rush over Gilbert, he looks more consistent and better with our starters. He knows our offense better, and I know he had a really rough look today.
Against starters, oh, my God, DiNucci almost fell over there.
And you go, hey, Brandon Knox made the best of that,
we haven't seen running the ball at all? Number 46, Nick Ralston, which I didn't expect to see. He's a fullback, but I haven't seen him even on offense that much. He seems to be like a special teams player only.
Not just that, but
he's a practice squad guy.
Honestly, we haven't seen Hardy run the ball too much either. Like, he ran a little bit before, but
he's run. Hardy's run a lot.
He did
splitting the carries, I think, and showing that he's the guy.
If he's splitting it, it's kind of like 70-30. It feels like I've seen Knox a lot more. We've seen him, he went out for a pass. He did this. I'm just saying, maybe it's because they need to see more from him, or they're trying to get him more tape. I
think the Cowboys. Yeah, I think the Cowboys are number one going to keep.
Remember, Hardy had that mistake early in special teams in the first drive or two. Remember,
Isaac Alarcon missing his block there. I agree that I think what we're going to see is that the Cowboys. I agree with what you said about seeing more tape, specifically on Knox, to see if they're right now evaluating whether he should be kept on the practice squad or not.
There you go. So I think that's
Hardy,
a bigger factor there.
I think Hardy's already a secured practice squad guy. I think he's a practice.
He secured his practice squad spot.
So if you go light with just two running backs and keep a
Zach Barrett and Tyron Smith look like two dudes you do not want to meet in a back alley. And they look scary as fuck just standing there watching the game.
Cab, yeah, Alarcon got blown up there in that play. Unfortunately, he allowed that play, lost a yard or two. 3rd and 6 for DiNucci. They're blitzing. That's all you got to do against him. He tries to float it in there. 14.
Damn.
Osiris Mitchell, who will not make the team, maybe practice squad at best.
Better job there by the O-line, but not enough. I say Aguilar 4, probably at least 2.
For what's the
interceptions for DiNucci today?
He's got a whole half to do it in.
There we go. Hey guys, Texas Twister is saying he has 4 spots open for tailgate, barbecue, drinks, and hangout. Anyone is welcome to join him. So if you are there, go do it.
Which game is that for?
I think he said it was the Eagles and
the kickoff
Cowboys game.
At AT&T Stadium, I'm assuming. Who makes the play here? Dixon misses it. Stephen Parker has to keep the outside.
Great
he does.
tackle there.
So Stephen Parker is going to be a practice squad guy. He's a guy that's got some a little bit of veteran play in him. A little bit. Kind of reminds me of Darian Thompson, almost to that level where he's like the 2nd or 3rd string. So Stephen Parker at safety, good job on special teams. Will be a plus on the sheet and probably makes the practice squad.
I love you guys.
Secures the practice squad.
Seriously, crack me up. Cowboys Abroad said, Jerry Jones is impressed. Devontae Burton named cornerback starter.
Oh man, that's
for the Eagles.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, you see him against us. We're gonna pick them.
Don Oliver said, "Is DiNucci feeling dangerous yet?"
Not yet. It's coming, though.
It feels dangerous to still have him on the team, if that's what you mean.
So this tells me something. If the Cowboys have DiNucci, and it tells me the Cowboys have made up their mind on the backup spot. They've seen enough on both guys, which I don't know how anybody can say that.
What, on Gilbert and Rush?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's no need to see. They wanted to see more. They would have played them later.
I have to admit, I think I'm a little disappointed we didn't see Cooper Rush with the backups longer. against Jacksonville's backups. But at the same time, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if that hurts or helps him, right? And
some things the Cowboys
kind of going back to Gilbert. I mean, Gilbert was still able to get it done, right? Mm-hmm. He put up the 7. He drove down the field, blah blah blah. But but he did not do that against starters.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like you can make the argument both ways. Where Cooper Rush definitely didn't look good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we're just back at square one. It's like both of these guys kind of suck. Which one sucks the least? I'm still maybe the Cowboys naturally inclined to go with Cooper Rush, even though Gilbert obviously had the better showing today.
I agree with you on that. I agree Cooper Rush probably gets the backup. But listen, these guys are backing their way in this fucking roster. So you're getting a back in at quarterback depth, right? You're getting a back in with Terrence Steele at tackle. You're getting a back in when it comes to, I would say a couple other positions on this team. Mm-hmm. On the 53, I guess you could say. I had a couple other names now. I completely lost. Oh, like Anthony Browns, those kind of guys. To me, they're just.
There's more than one Anthony Brown now, guys. It's Anthony Browns.
I know. Well, I didn't want to say Jalen Smith, but I'm just saying like these guys are like the guys that are high-priced backups right now.
Hey, did you guys?
Going to be role players for us.
I know. I'm probably not the only one who saw this. We didn't even mention it because I'm not putting too much weight into it, but I know I saw. On Twitter, a few people kind of reporting saying that apparently Sean Lee back in like 2019 was like sitting at a bar, hanging out with somebody talking, and basically just said that he was not a fan of Jalen Smith, that he didn't like his work ethic, he was showing up late to meetings. He's all about the hype.
Right.
Basically. And
that's
again,
what we kind of see from him, too.
All the time in
the world for
bringing this up now is because, one, we didn't report on it because there's no way to even begin to substantiate that, and it feels like it's just BS, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, I do have to, it did make me stop and wonder, is there a kernel of truth there in any way?
If Sean Lee's saying it, I mean,
that's
what
I'm saying. Like, we respect Sean Lee, and for Sean Lee to say that Jalen Smith is not a leader, that's what I'm saying. It's like we've kind of seen that Jalen Smith has not been able to take that leadership role the way that he probably wanted to and the way that we wanted him to. So as far as the facts and the reality, it did pan out that way. But how much of that is... Right. Supposedly what
accurate
this
not.
Room, yeah.
Come on, get in there. Got to get the help from the safety. He does there. Stephen Parker, nice job. Deontay Burley did his job, but it doesn't mean you're gonna make the team.
I know what motivates the backup quarterback," said Retro Scotty. Jabril takes him in the back, threatens to show him his cocks.
His Jabril Cox.
We shouldn't have to put poor Jabril Cox through that, right? Dan said, "Serious question: Has 33 done anything? Yes, all bad."
Yeah,
he's done a lot of things, all bad.
And again, he just did something good there. But yeah, he's a guy that's on the brink of not making the practice squad.
Cowboys Brad said, "I thought that Rush would seize the moment. 4 years in our season, he should be better than this."
He was in and out.
We've seen him seize those moments, but mainly behind the starting offensive line.
Right. Get in there. There it is. Missed tackle.
Who was that?
We'll see in a minute here. Is that? I can't tell. 28. Yeah. No, it was not 20.
They can't. No, I don't think it was 28.
30?
No, I think it was Jabril Cox. No, they keep showing him.
He made the tackle.
So then
they're not showing the replay. Someone DVR rewind that, please, and let us know who missed that.
I know we're gonna have to go old school and get like a TiVo and actually, you know what I mean?
I know.
Let me see.
It was a safety.
Yeah, William Brady said Jalen Smith will be gone if he struggles once again. Honestly, even if he plays well, I think we're moving on from him.
Fumble!
Fumble!
Great job!
Get it!
Listen, it was a great. Can make the tackle. Great job by who is that? 58. He's got some. He might make the practice squad pushing. If that was 58, Faulu.
There you go.
The great thing about him is he knocked the ball backwards immediately. Right? Watch. Or was it Hamilton? It's my guy Hamilton again. Hamilton is my woohoo! Hamilton doing the thing.
Justin Hamilton.
Dun, dun. Hey guys, Hamilton smart playing. Jeremy Slade.
Woo!
With the slide.
Much
the
love.
$2 holla right there.
Keeping it classic with the Go Cowboys, guys. He brought himself up to 49 points. So we were just talking about Sean Lee, the general. He'll take it away.
Boom. And also that star over everything, Jeremy Slade coming for that back-to-back.
Yes. Oh, there's a flag, though.
Yep. Let's see. It's on us if they stop the play, yeah. On our off. I'm sorry, on them.
Yeah, 86.
Guys, so they're going back a little farther.
Even farther back.
Again, Justin Hamilton. Guys, I mean, the Jays have it today with Jeremy Slade, Jason Renfro in the lead over there in the Cash App. Jeremy Bramlett, the Brand Man, Cash App King. The Jays have it. Jeremy Slade, the Jays. Justin Hamilton.
Ooh.
Number 99. I mean, he's kind of like become the guy I've been. Everybody has their little guy.
He's like your pet cat now.
He's my pet cat. He's been my pet cat, though. That's the thing. He's been my pet cat from the beginning. And from the beginning, he's been showing me something, pushing inside of defense.
My pet cat pulled a groin.
Look, Hamilton again in the mix there. Good job by
Nashawn
Wright.
There you go. He contained the outside, which is the most important part.
Falialu
he forced him back
in the play. Every single place you see 48 always involved. Jabril Cox. So, I like these are the third and fourth stringers you're seeing.
It feels like Jabril Cox is one of those players, at least this game, that maybe we haven't seen him stand out as much, but we have not caught him in a major mistake.
Right.
Does that make sense?
He's missed 2 tackles the first 2 of the whole preseason, so you got to give it up to him. And by the way, it's third down and 30. Just so you know. Third down and 30.
Yeah. Everybody, I see our defensive players on the sideline there. They're kind of laughing, cracking up a bit.
Luke Gifford, Jabril Cox playing back there.
Get in there.
They're dumping it down.
It's all right, just
gotta make a tackle here. You
got one job. Oh my God, you couldn't even make the tackle.
Flag, you schmuck.
You fucking idiot.
Dumbass. First down, Cowboy for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Was it 33?
It was 33. Deontay Burton who face masked. You got it. Oh no, they're gonna blame Israel Mukuamu. I think it was on 33. He missed.
If that's an automatic first down on a third and 30, then we gotta.
It's a first down, automatic. Mukuamu, you fucked it up.
Yeah,
there.
It was
bad
Mukuamu,
play,
though.
yeah.
And that was a face mask, really bad.
If fucking Burton would have made the tackle in the first place, that wouldn't have happened. But yes, Mukuamu, dumb play.
Jeremy
first
Slade,
down.
Much love the $4 holla. He said for the Jays reference.
The Jays have
I think we all need a J after that one, but
Dak drop from the man Jeremy Slade all the way.
I feel disgusted.
From Hawaii.
I feel a little sick right now after that.
I know.
Even McCarthy is literally I see him contemplating murder on the side.
That's fucking. Listen,
man.
that's boiling of the blood right there. 3rd and 30, and you give that up. Come on, Anai, why'd you stop?
It hurts that it's coming from Mukuamu.
Get the hit. Don't tell me. Can you make a fucking tackle or cover Deontay Burton? You piece of shit. Cut his ass right now. You guys
tackling.
You guys are saying this is the way they tackle in practice, though. They have not really tackled. And this is the consequence on the lower level.
I'm sorry.
It really gets annoying when these guys can't make basic shit happen.
Cowboys Broad said he knew it. Yeah, he knew it immediately.
Yeah.
So.
And Deontay Burton just going too high. What is with this high fucking grabby tackle bullshit? This is how you get face masks. This is how you don't make tackles. The guy made a great play. Still.
Everyone's saying this is a slap in the face to Tony Dorsett's great number.
Oh, facts. Which is why he's going to lose that fucking number. Get the stop there. Falialu, Bohanna involved in the mix there. It's funny, Falialu, however you say his name, he's making an impact, and he's not playing. He's a linebacker, but he's not playing linebacker. He's playing. I don't think he's not defensive tackle. Is that where he's at? I think. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure. No, he is. He's an interior defensive tackle. So they're checking to see if he's practice squad material. Is my guess. While Bohanna and Hamilton are playing so well inside. I mean, I think it's right now we got Hamilton 99 and 98, Bohanna inside as our tackles. I love the 3 tech, 1 tech. They got Bohanna as the 1 tech, and it looks like Hamilton's the 3 tech. Good get off there. Good rush by Anai. They throw it up into the end zone, incomplete, no flag. You burned it? Oh.
It's okay.
We got a drop by Mr. It's okay because we got Jeremy Slade with that $4. Holla! Woo! The Dak drop. You know how that goes here. The hip-hop Dak drop.
We all need a J after that one by MCW. Another gem. I mean, we're all watching the same game, so I think we're all asking for the same recreational substances to get through this game.
We agree.
Even if it's a preseason game. Like we said, just the disrespect to the star. Even in the preseason, it's like I can't handle it.
Yeah, but you got to remember, that's where you're going to see some of the ugliness happen.
I know.
Is in preseason with your 4th stringers, guys on the practice squad.
That better be the only time we see that type of ugliness.
Jesus Christ, Deontay Burton once again gets used and abused on 3rd and 5.
Let me see. Thor Thundergod said, guys that have no chance to make the squad get to wear unwearable numbers.
But Deontay Burton, 2 years or year and a half on this team with number 33. Started off with the fucking Awuzie shit. He changed the way. Now he's off the team, but he was 24, which is now Kelvin Joseph. 33 then became open, and Deontay Burton gets it. What? Get that thing off his chest. Get it off his fucking body. Get him off the team. Run up the gut there. Good. Bohanna was in there, but he was, there was no help inside.
Yeah.
Who was the other guy there? Bohanna and Hamilton.
Oh,
so
there's
Hamilton,
a flag, though.
It looks like a hold, maybe. Hamilton was they ran to Hamilton's
maybe
spot.
That's why.
So that's, it's going backwards. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it looks like it was a hold.
Good. So that puts him down now. 1st and 10.
Guys, I'm telling you, Burton needs to walk home with no cleats.
Yeah. Burton, they're showing Burton getting burned. We're going to call him Burton. How about that, all right?
Burton? No.
Burton. Yeah, he's always burnt. He's getting burnt left and right.
Oh, man. I'm reading the entire chat is literally just get 33 off the field, get this man off our team, get this man out of our life.
There's no need anymore to keep him on this team. They keep him in the game. He's
so
not
going to.
First and 20. Oh, my God. Again. Deontay Burton gets burnt again.
So now it's like a 2nd and 10.
I mean, he just made 15 yards back against Deontay Burnt 10. I mean, he has burnt in his name. Oh, Burt, I guess, but I see burnt.
Burt got burnt. Wow, 13 yards. I'm sorry, 13 yards.
2nd and 7.
13
from
on
the
33.
10, from the 10-yard line, so they basically need 10 to get in.
By the way, 2 minutes, 30 seconds in the third quarter, so, time is ticking.
Hamilton is out now. They got Faliulu. Play action there. Faliulu got fucking burned.
He fell on the ground.
Back to Deontay Burton for the touchdown.
That's a touchdown, yeah.
Wow. That's that. So, again, Laquan Treadwell, formerly of the Falcons, now they are, trying to make a spot on his team.
So now the score is unfortunately 23-7, with the extra points still left.
Mukwam would definitely not look like, he also did his job there too. But Burton missed the outside. And again, Burton is not Burton got burned, but what's his name? Mukwam was the reason why. Well, I think more of the miss of Deontay Burton's tackle and a stupid play by Israel Mukwamo there with the face mask.
Look, that face mask changed everything, unfortunately. But that's pretty standard Cowboys.
And I don't. You know what? Fuck it. We got more time to watch the defense and figure out maybe a couple extra things we wouldn't have known without that extra time.
We got to practice a different game time scenario.
Yeah, extra reps for a lot of these guys we're not sure about. Some of these guys we're sure about. Like Deontay Burton.
Sully said, please sterilize that jersey when Burton is cut. Dallas Cowboy for Life said, he just gave the Jags another touchdown. Shake my head. Just bench him and cut him after this game. Asik Aguilar said, McCarthy was mad dog in 33. Cowboys Brad said, leave Burton alone. It's a heavy Burton. Trying to stop these fourth stringers.
Man, and why is at least other guys doing a better job with the four against other fourth stringers? He can't hang with four stringers.
That's because he's a fifth stringer. He's a sixth stringer. He's a seventh stringer.
He should not be on this team. But special teams is why he might be on the practice squad. I'm going to keep saying that because these are fossils guys.
I know, but I feel like at this point I would not even want to risk him existing anywhere near this team. Like that's what I'm saying. Even if he does that on special teams, there's someone who can play special teams, maybe a tiny bit less, but can actually do something on the field. That's all. Just saying. So
I think the way the Cowboys look
cooled down enough for me to.
I think the way the Cowboys, I think the Cowboys look at this as, if these guys see the field, it better be only for special teams. If they see the field on the offensive side, if they're an offensive player, or defensive side, if they're a defensive player, we're fucked. There's nobody who's going to help us. Deontay Burton, if he's in the game for whatever reason off the practice squad from the 50 to the 53, and then eventually get some game time, we're fucked at cornerback. That means we got everybody injured. And it doesn't matter who the hell we bring in almost at this point. It's just, you right? It's spicy. It's
supposed
ramen.
to be the mild spice, but this is pretty
Is that the
spicy.
one that you ordered from New York?
Yeah, this is, I think it's like Korean ramen or something.
Yeah, that's where we were at.
I know, I've been on a fancy ramen kick. So I had some like Japanese ramen the other day. I had the Korean ramen here.
You got all the different, Asian styles. But that's the thing, too. We got so much good food there in New York, man. It's the place to go. I'm telling you, I love New York City. But fuck the Giants, fuck the Jets, fuck everybody, because it's all about that star over everything, the Dallas Cowboys.
Agreed.
I think back to the way I got started, because again, in the hub of Giant fandom, all around me. My
enemy
father.
territory.
But my mother, being a huge football fan, only loved the star. And that's the side of the fence I fell on. And I saw the I don't know. I saw the Cowboys. I saw the Giants. And to me, as a 4 or 5 year old, I'm like, there is not even a comparison which team I'm looking at. I don't know about who has the better Super Bowl. I don't care about that. I'm a kid, right? And I see the cheerleaders.
Shaking their pom-poms.
And I see the star on that silver helmet, that blue star. Ooh, man. Is there anything better than that? Thank you, baby. I'm talking about you.
Thank you.
Yes. And then, of course, the star, of course, on you. But anyways, you guys
my Dallas Cowboy cheerleading days are over. It's okay.
Maybe. You did make some kind of challenge still.
No, okay. If the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, yes, I'll wear it out again.
There
But
you
that's...
go.
Cowboy, that's
we all want to see that.
Now.
Matt Farniok playing center. They're talking about him doing a pretty good job.
I specifically said I'd wear it to the parade to try and trespass onto the parade.
You ain't wearing it. You ain't wearing it to the parade.
I'm never wearing that to the parade.
I know you. Not because I'm saying. I know you.
No.
You would never do that.
Way.
Farniok's not doing a bad job, but not good enough to make the 53, in my opinion. He's a practice squad guy. No one's going to pick him up.
The lunatic. I do see the Cowboys keeping Josh Ball, but we said this earlier. It seems like he's going to be on the injured reserve list. It's a question of whether it's short term or long term. Again, just me.
Short term or the whole season.
It feels like he's probably going to be on the long term IR list. We haven't seen him at all this preseason.
Similar thing with McQuaid. But a guy like Neville Gallimore probably short-term list for 3 weeks. Yeah. 3 to 6 weeks he'll be out. But I see it more on the 3 to 4 week timeline than the 6 or 7 week timeline. Now here's Danucci side-arming it to Brendan Knox for a gain of 1.
Yeah, the Cowboys can't afford my cheerleading day rate.
24/7, guys. Gonna 2 minutes left in the third quarter. We're just seeing the final practice squad pieces getting put together here, and which guys
they have to show that again.
I know. Horrible snaps by Connor Williams there. Oh, that's
Farniok. That was Farniok.
I think so. Oh, no, that was 52. That was Connor Williams.
Okay.
So they're showing you obviously big difference between Farniok snaps, who's a real center, and Connor Williams, who's being trained to be a center. Farniok makes the team on the practice squad.
Hey, alarcón.
Hey, I like that. Good, bring it. He's on the team on the exemption.
I say he plays with the Cowboys' heart.
Poor Thunder God on the squad here with the $5 Canadian. Holla.
Much love, Thunder God.
Put a Canadian 5 on it. What did he say?
I just came in from the beach. Are any players showing promise today? Go Cowboys. P.S. Tell my buddy Robbie to grow up. Robbie, grow up. Robbie. I don't know what you're doing, but you're a grown-ass man. Get to it.
Yeah, come on. Now, come on.
As far as any players that showed promise, honestly, to me, the biggest number one standout out of this entire thing here, got to go with Mr. MCF's 99. Justin Hamilton, I think the defensive line overall has done
up to him.
A very solid job. Bohanna, too. Maybe not as flashy, right? But he's I'm just saying that.
But Hamilton's like the guy who kind of practiced squad last year, low key. I didn't think much.
Williams, that's not Connor Williams, is it? That must have been 62, not 52, that I saw.
That looks like a false start for the Cowboys. Either way, the play continues. What kind of block was that? There's Danucci, a dropped interception. Should have been picked. What a bad pass.
I swear for a second I thought I saw Connor Williams out there as the right guard.
Can you imagine? Of course not. It has to be Smith.
No, it's Brandon. It's Brandon. It looks like Brandon.
67?
60. No, it's 62. It's 62. Whew. Sorry, that's why I freaked out for a second. I'm like, there's no fucking way. The Cowboys aren't this dumb.
Let me get him up on the board here.
Just saying.
He's right there in 14th place for Thor Thunder God.
You guys crack me up.
I want to go back to his question, though. I don't want to forget his question.
So again, any players showing promise today, to me, the biggest standout, like we said, is probably Justin Hamilton.
Oh,
personally.
There you go. I mean, Hamilton to me is very bit. To me, he's already been on this.
As far as other guys that have done pretty well, I mean, I have to admit, our offensive line, the backups, not bad, right? Like, I feel like we're definitely seeing an improvement. I'm not saying it's good or great, but they are playing much better here as a unit. We haven't allowed any sacks.
True.
I mean, knock on wood, right? No sacks. I haven't seen any bad snaps. Most of the mistakes can definitely be kind of put on other things, And like I said, we had 1 or 2 bad moments there, but overall, I think our backup offensive line has done better in this game. So
yeah, I agree 100% on that.
And Jeremy Slade,
love.
He's
put it
$3
Is he putting that behind a field goal, Greg Zuerlein. Oh, is he putting it behind Garrett Gilbert as his backup quarterback? Much love to Mr. Jeremy Slade with that $3 holla going up to 56 points. I think he's maybe saying Anai. Bradley Anai with that 56. Either way, much love to Jeremy Slade, who's our back-to-back-to-back.
And he said the Italian Queen says hi.
Ooh, Italian Queen as well, along for the ride. Probably 4 in a row. It looks like he's solidifying himself as the overall leader to come into a month domination here. He's going to be the sponsor of the month tomorrow, it looks like. Yeah. Jeremy Slade, 56 points on the stream, boss. Much love to you and the Italian Queen. Respect.
Cap 52, I was going to mention Jabril Cox, but I had mentioned earlier again, it's not so much that he's shown up, it's that he hasn't fucked up. Right? Like he
missed a couple tackles.
He's done his job,
but he's been solid, consistent for the most part.
But we haven't, again, Thor Thunder, I was asking any players that kind of stood out. I don't think he's necessarily stood out because he hasn't gone to that slight above and beyond point where we're seeing him kind of make a few more plays. What exactly is he supposed to do? But yeah, Jabril Cox is another guy that I would definitely add to that, guys that are looking really good in today's game.
I agree. Now, we do have some reports of Kelvin Joseph getting tweaked. So, getting injured. So,
we knew that, remember?
Yeah, no, I know, but nothing major. But the point I'm trying to make with that, relating it to one of the guys who definitely disappointed, is number 33, Deontay Burton, or at least played like shit, straight up. So, Deontay Burton, we all saying get him out of the game. You can't. He's the last cornerback on our fucking squad.
He has to play.
He has to play. There's no other guys left. Kyron Brown was cut last week.
I have to admit, I am disappointed in Rashawn Wright.
He blew a couple plays.
Still disappointed because to me, I'm sorry, but he has more to prove than some other players. I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. I don't care where he was drafted, who we could have drafted, how we could have drafted. He has to step up.
Danucci going deep here. He's got him.
Swing and a miss.
I mean,
Davis is looking for a flag, and he's not getting it.
Reggie Davis, number 16, probably makes our practice squad. He's one of the receivers that probably makes the practice squad. To me, he also has return, special teams return abilities. 4th and 1, by the way, the Cowboys are going to go for this. And Danucci, let's be real. I'm not putting that on Reggie Davis. That is on Danucci or Ben DiCucci. That is on him for not throwing a very good pass, in my humble opinion.
You guys crack me up. Dan said McCarthy wishing he'd get his 12-piece McNuggets right now. Everyone's saying that McCarthy looks
hungry,
almost checked out.
He's going to the right for a 4th and 1, and of course, Osiris Mitchell can't make the play. 35 makes the play. Danucci can't put it anywhere close. He missed on the bomb. He missed on. Again, this is Nussmeier calling the offense. So he said, "Let's go for the bomb. Let's throw it deep here, rather than get the first down on 3rd down." That could be criticized. I don't know.
Man, you guys crack me up. Everybody's saying that Mike McCarthy looked like he was about to cry after that Danucci mess up. I think we'd all cry if we saw our son playing that badly.
Look at this. He had him beat, though. Reggie Davis can't be blamed for this. It was a bad pass, underthrown.
You even see him trying to adjust for it, too. He kind of basically stopped himself there towards the end, trying to adjust to where the pass was going to be.
I don't care about the score. It is about watching more defensive reps. So let's get going. Justin Hamilton, Mohana, nothing there. Rondell Carter, nothing there. 8-yard gain as Nashawn Wright still playing, which at least, I like to see that. We have no other corners left. Remember that, guys. We're running really low on cornerbacks.
There you go.
Oh, it's supposed to be 4th quarter.
Yes.
Yeah. My fault.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
Jim Smith said, does Danucci remind everyone else of Babe Loffenberg?
Babe Loffenberg, yeah. I would say yes, a little bit.
They look like cousins.
I mean, Loffenberg is a lot bigger. Throws the ball properly. Properly, unfortunately, to the other team a lot.
It's funny because that just reminds me, was it last week or the week before where they were talking about hand size and
first down.
Babe was holding a football and kind of showing, how he's a big guy, but his hands are not necessarily that big. And they're talking about Dak Prescott, and they're like, look, Dak's got big hands. He can hold the football all the way. And it went into a whole discussion. I think someone here in the chat actually also mentioned that Dak Prescott's hand size is bigger than LeBron James's hands or something, or as big as LeBron James's hands. He's got a hand of a 7'1.5" tall basketball player on a 6'2" man's body.
Yeah, that's important.
Talked way too much about Dak's big hands there.
Now here you go. Looks like we're gonna run here. There's a run. Good. Oh, who is that? Azur Kamara making the play there. Again, I don't know what happened inside. Hamilton was pushed way back. So my guy Hamilton, not a good play rep for him there. Now, are these guys getting tired, do you think? Because they're playing a lot more than they're used to, and especially inside, they're bigger guys. By the way, Michael Irvin, you see the yardage on the screen, 11,904 yards. Only Witten has more yards than him when it comes to receiving yards and receptions, 750 at second all-time behind Witten. 1,152 receptions for Witten. So, and 12,000 plus yards for Witten, receiving-wise. So it's interesting. Our leading receiver is a tight end, as you guys know, Jason Witten.
Yeah.
Irvin,
that actually makes sense when you think about the way we run our offense, though.
There's a blitz coming. On the outside, Mukwamu, they go there. They get a first down there. Tyler Coyle.
Ooh. I like to see that Gifford was trying to strip the ball there. I like that energy.
Running that arm, and I see that guy come late, hit, and then try to hurt our guy, Luke Gifford here. Needs to stay healthy and stay off the goddamn PEDs. He got suspended 3 games last year for that.
That's right.
So he's got to make sure he minds his P's and Q's. Yeah. So again, we're looking at Tyler Coyle, number 39, who is a guy that, it's funny, I realize he's on my little thing of guys with COVID, supposed to be 38. That was put out by the Dallas Cowboys. Ah. They made the mistake on Tyler Coyle number there, putting him in the picture instead of Israel Mukwamu. Now, here's Bohanna coming.
No, he slowed down. He stopped.
I know. I hope he's okay. He looked like he was
I think he just kind of. I think he's tired. He's just Yeah,
guys. Again, Bohanna don't.
He's been playing all games.
He doesn't. He's a guy even in college didn't play all 3 downs necessarily. He's playing all 3 downs and he's playing the whole second half.
I'm just saying, there was an initial burst of effort, but once he saw he got away from him, he just kind of stopped.
He's actually playing the whole game. I think Bohanna.
Again,
Hamilton as well.
Again, we have not. Fiolu.
He's coming in now.
How do you say that?
He's come in for Bohanna, I think.
I think the only guy that I've seen rotate again
Cowboys
we
are not
look lost.
Oh man, Mukwamu. Is that Mukwamu? Yeah, Mukwamu.
Come on, Gifford.
Good job by Gifford. Woo. That's a good play. Gifford has impressed. He's a guy that's kind of come out and done a good job to say, hey, I make a claim either if you're going to keep. We asked this yesterday. We're going to keep 6 linebackers.
Yeah. Well, I go back to what Micah Parsons said. He said, I've never been on a team that had this much
linebacker
talent, depth, so just quality. We, at the linebacker position, as much as it sucks to have Jalen Smith and LVE, as glorified backups, for better or for worse, damn, that makes us a pretty deep squad.
At that point, we'd have number 5, Jabril Cox, and number 6, Luke Gifford. I feel good about our third stringers being those guys. Now, here's the other question. There's another guy you want to keep in another position, like Simi Fehoko or Justin Hamilton. Is it worth cutting Luke Gifford and putting him back on the practice squad and then eventually moving him back up? When you move, maybe you make some roster moves with injuries, like Neville Gallimore, you're going to move him to the IR. I mean, short-term IR, you got another spot open, you move Luke Gifford up. I'm just saying, will anybody take Luke Gifford under 53? I think no.
No. Probably not.
He's cuttable.
Side note, since we are talking linebackers, one thing I've noticed a lot through Hard Knocks, between, media pictures, media videos, all this stuff, Micah Parsons and LVE talk a lot. Communicate a lot.
Yeah.
They are...
I saw them right now.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Seeing them now just made me remember. I'm like, we've seen a lot of, Micah Parsons and LVE. I'm just saying, it seems like Jalen? That is the... Well,
that's your point. And that's the point that I think Sean Lee made, didn't he? I mean, Sean Lee made that point about, supposedly he said that Jalen was not the guy kind of all in on the team. He's more about
exactly the leader that he feels he is. That's all.
That's a big blow to, if that's true, if that's true, let's assume it's true for just a second. I don't want to assume it's true at all, though, but for a moment, let's just say it's true. He's got to go off this team. Whether it's, it's going to have to be next year because of financial reasons. But if that's true, got to cut him next year. Now, if that's not true, I don't think it's true. I'm going to give Jalen the benefit of the doubt and say, and Sean Lee the benefit of the doubt that was not said.
Coaching did Jalen dirty when it came to
last year.
Yeah,
for sure. But he's also, now this we're going to blame the coaches as well this year, when everybody else seems to be picking it up, but Jalen's still a step behind. And it's not just about that. It's not just about ability. It's also about the way he's acting about things, like the leadership. The if it's about the clear eye view, which everybody's already assuming, and that's if Sean Lee if he really said that, and that's accurate, then Jalen Smith's got to get the fuck out of here. For the Jays, the Jays would agree, get him out. If he has that mindset, like Xavier Woods, you got to get him out of here. Now, you financially cannot get him out of here this year. But again, let me rewind. I'm not putting that on Jalen Smith. I'm not going to be a hater on Jalen just to hate. Jalen Smith's going to get a backup job here. He's going to play more special teams. I know he's hating it, but he's got to accept that it's going to hurt his brand fucking bad. I'm going to
repeat what the great Tony Romo said.
But he's going to have some usage in this game for our team this year.
Football is a meritocracy, and Jalen Smith will get what he earns For better or for worse.
Well, and if
he's truly the better guy, the coaches will put him out there. He will be playing more.
That's not always how it works, because when you have contracts, you have different duties here when it comes to what you have to do, and you have to have Jalen Smith have some meaningful reps. So he's going to get reps, but they're going to be cut down. He has to accept that. It's going to hurt his brand. Fucking bad.
That still kind of goes back to my point. Jalen Smith got the contract. If he's actually as good as he is, or should be,
first down,
then he'll be out there playing. That's my point. Like I feel like you kind of contradicted yourself there. Like, we know he will play because of the contract no matter what, but that's not even the discussion that's being had. It's whether or not he'll get significant starting reps, or he'll get back to the spot where he feels he should be. And I'm saying he'll get to that spot if he can do the work, because contract-wise, the Cowboys and everyone has a vested interest in seeing Jalen Smith do well.
I agree.
Like, we want and need him to do well. It would hurt us if he doesn't.
Right.
But regardless of whether he's playing as a starter, a special teams, a backup, a rotation, or whatever. That's it.
Geez, nice job, Luke Gifford.
Stop. Man, Luke Gifford is really having himself a game.
Now, I don't want him to have too much of a game, because then we can't cut him. Someone's going to pick him up on their 53.
There you go.
He's a good special teams player. We knew this already. So, interesting there. Luke Gifford playing very well right here.
Yeah, so, Tay Montana, what's up? Dan said, is it concerning that Wright is getting exposed?
Nah.
Not concerning, because, again, we know what we have with him, but
time.
Look, I'm going to just say one more time, then shut the fuck up about it. But I'm still upset where we drafted him and what we could have done with Deshaun Wright. He is going to be, I think, a constant disappointment.
See, I think
he'll never live up to what he could have been.
Nice hit there by Stephen Parker. The quick tackle, number 25.
Now third and goal.
You can see the guys that are more veteran-like and the guys that are more kind of like rookie or just not good. Like rookie when it comes to Deshaun Wright, not veteran. Like guys like Deontay Burton have been around. They're not good enough. But then you're looking at guys that are kind of like ahead of everyone else. You can see it automatically with 57, Luke Gifford, with 25, Stephen Parker. These guys will be practice squad at the very least. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Darian Thompson, number 23. He's probably on this team, 23. Darian Thompson.
Cat 52 said, wow, it's almost as if the Cowboys heard my advice about getting linebacker talent. Because he was the guy, he was a Micah Parsons guy before.
Yeah.
We were.
Oh, fumble!
Oh, God, get it.
Oh, shit.
Stop him!
Get the outside there. Good job.
There we go. It's all right. Now
Great
we got to
loss.
get the field goal.
Yes. Big loss of yardage there.
The Cowboys have done
Fourth
a good
down
job
and goal
of
from
taking advantage of Jacksonville's mistakes.
So, by the way, Darian Thompson, one of the guys not in uniform. He was a guy that I was saying, like J-Ron Curse, are they going to make the team? Especially Darian Thompson. He's not in uniform. What do you think about that? That means he's making the team, right?
It does kind of seem that way.
So you understand, some of these spots, some people don't want to see these guys, but they go, Justin Hamilton! Guy once again.
He gets the game ball.
Justin Hamilton making the fumble happen. The kick is good, but fuck the score. Whatever, man. Who really gives a shit about this? We have Danucci in the game.
That was a win there.
That's a big win.
It was a big defensive win.
Another win by Justin Hamilton. A winner.
I like the fact that, I know we talked a lot about that too, and Bradley and I has been in a lot of places today too. Like
Jabril Cox and I have been involved in a lot.
He hasn't made as many big plays, but
he's
the next guy. Yeah, he's the next man up. He's always there. He's always involved.
So after Armstrong,
it seems like he's also starting to, pick things up a little better too.
And we still got to wait for Basham to come off the injury. Right now, we'll see how he gets moved. Listen, I'm going to be real about Basham. Makes the 53, gets moved to the short term with Neville Gallimore. And if that happens, you're opening up another spot on your 53 to bring in a quarterback or, more likely, one of these other guys that get cut and get put back on the team. And then get moved right into the 53. So, whether it's another guy on another team or, backup position or one of our guys that we cut. Like, if we cut Justin Hamilton and he makes waivers, we'll put him back immediately on the 53. That's my guarantee. So I don't see him staying in the practice squad too long, if at all. So, to me, Justin Hamilton's making plays all 4 preseason games. You could say it's only preseason. Well, that's where you want to see plays being made, guys that earn spots on the team.
Exactly.
Justin Hamilton, number 99, and I know Bohanna's doing great as well, but we know, if we're all watching this without favorites and all that stuff, Justin Hamilton's, I think, overall playing more solid and consistent than any of the backups on the interior defensive line. This whole preseason. And then this game as well. Bohanna, though, a great compliment. And so these guys are working great together. These are 2 guys that should make this team. Bohanna's going to make it. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Hamilton, I don't see it. How can he not make this team? How can he not make it?
As I say, I'm having a hard time seeing him not making the 50. Again, we keep talking about a lot of. I guess. No, he has to make the team.
Just to risk him back in the practice squad. I just thought it through
like 7 different ways. I'm like, no, he has to make the team.
I mean, practice squad. You know, getting moved onto that will he make it though to the practice squad? Luke Gifford, you know, these guys. I mean, so Stephen Parker's. They'll make it to the practice squad.
Tyron Church agrees with you. Hamilton makes a 53.
Yeah, I mean,
he makes it.
I mean, he just earned it. I don't know what to say. He straight up earned this to me.
And that is how it happens. I mean, you know, one of the few benefits of seeing these guys get the amount of reps they did, because I don't know if we would have said the same thing
without that.
You know, week 1 of the preseason.
Right. No. Listen, when I saw
nothing against Hamilton, just saying straight up, he had to earn his spot.
Yes, but in week 1 of the preseason, I said keep an eye on him. Go back to the Hall of Fame game. Yep. Watch me talk about Hamilton before the game, that week, because Hamilton was showing out in practice. He was pushing the pocket back and passing downs. I was surprised how good he was doing. Same thing with Bohanna in a similar way. Both these guys are almost like we got 2 guys doing the same thing, but. They could play 1 or 3 tech. I love the combination between these guys.
Now, Chris Weaver said, where's the analytics guy in here? What's the Cowboys past say about losing all the preseason games and how the season turned out?
That means we should do well.
Yes. Overall, the Cowboys do better when they lose more in the preseason, and our better preseasons end up usually, they usually lead to not as good.
We won this preseason. Injuries at a very low.
That's a
win. We got to see our players, see our second and third stringers, our depth. That's a win for the Cowboys. This has been a winning preseason as far as I'm concerned. We've won preseason.
Has a question for both of us.
Let's hear it.
Do you honestly believe the franchise is going to flip a switch versus Tampa?
The franchise as far as the mindset? I mean, compared
to Rome was not built in a day. The franchise is not going to turn itself around in one game, but it feels like we are getting the ugliest, toughest game out of the way in a position that, honestly, again, is favorable to us. And I've been saying this before. I'll tell you why. We know exactly the team that we're facing that Thursday night. Tampa Bay is almost entire. Was it Mukuamu again?
Yep.
God damn, he's had a lot of penalties.
Mukuamu showing out the fact that he's not reliable. Then he'll definitely be able to be cut and put on the 53.
Yeah. But
the practice squad, I'm sorry.
Kind of rolling back. I'm going to try to keep it short so you can say your piece as well. But to me, there's no switch to flip, right? It's going to take time. But I do believe that we have changed internally a few things, and that we have players that do genuinely care more, and we're seeing it, right? Like, I mean, not to keep harping on Dak Prescott and Zeke and stuff, but I do feel a different energy this year, and I'm seeing the progress in moments and positions and places that we have not seen a lot of progress in a lot of time. But we are the wild card, right? Tampa Bay is Tampa Bay. We know what they are, but they only have a general idea of what we are. Even we don't necessarily 100% know who we are, and that's the point. We are defining ourselves. I think Tampa will be a defining game for the Cowboys to hopefully set the tone for the season. I want to see a battle. I want to see a fight, and I think we can hang.
It's going to be a great gauge for this team. But I agree with most of what you're saying, and I'm going to expand on that here. DiNucci threw a really bad pass there, and Brandon Smith didn't even look up in the air for it. Just to let everybody know, it's second down. Now it's third down.
Hardy back out there.
Yeah, running the ball for a couple yards, but now it's gonna be 3rd and 7. So look, I want to expand on that in the sense that I think we're seeing. I kind of agree with you. We're seeing the worst of the Cowboys in the most disjointed way, with different situational kind of things to see from McCarthy. He wants to see it, or the coaching staff on the offense or defensive sides of the ball. So it's all about. It's not about winning the game. It's not about you're not going to see the culture change with Ben DiNucci and Gary Gilbert and Cooper Rush. You're going to see the culture change with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, 2 guys that didn't play anything. The offensive line, the receivers that played minimal. And just what I'm trying to say is the culture change is not going to be with our 4th stringers playing against their starters.
And hey, Micah Parsons might be a goofball, but I've said this before. He brings a different energy to this defense.
A needed energy. With Keanu Neal is also new, who brings a physicality to the defense, that like that gritty, nastiness. You want to see that dog out there. He brings that veteran grittiness. We don't have that. We have Jalen Smith and DeMarcus Lawrence, who bring different things, but not that.
The Cowboys themselves have brought up Randy Gregory as well, as far as like from a leadership perspective. Yep. So if anything, expect maybe Randy.
Fahoko? Sorry, but Fahoko making a play on special teams.
Just throwing this out there, maybe expect Randy Gregory to maybe supplant someone like DeMarcus Lawrence when it comes to the defense, when it comes to the
leadership.
D-line leadership, because I feel like there are kind of like brackets, you know what I mean? Like, but it's one of those things where I think we have to, like you said, we have to see it happen organically. Like, we are in a like team mentality rebuilding, right? We're trying to make this team believe what we're actually trying to do out here, and that does take time and effort, and we got to work at it.
I think that you have when have Randy Gregory, especially this season. He's the transformation is coming, but it's not here yet. No. Even if he's on the leadership committee, the reason I say that is because DeMarcus Lawrence has done it enough to get paid enough to get to that level of kind of quote-unquote eliteness.
But he also, to me, I hate to say it, but he reminds me of almost Jalen Smith last year. He's just too comfortable. Again, he is very secure in his spot on the team, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. And I'm not saying he's lazy necessarily, just that because he feels like he is the de facto leader, it's like he doesn't have to try or work at it, or he just feels like the team will follow because he's a leader. The defense will follow. I'm the leader.
That's why we believe he's not a leader.
Exactly. Like a real leader knows that, you know, unless you have every single person buying into this, and, you know, being a leader is working at that day in and day out.
And you know who that is on defense? It's Micah Parsons right now.
But he's still, like you said, he's still too new and too young and too green.
And Randy Gregory is also the same thing. He's still too young and too green. Randy Gregory
almost even more so. This is, you know, we're going to see, was last year the first, like, full season we saw from him, more or less? I mean, he was still hurt and banged up.
Every year he was either injured or suspended for entire season.
So I'm just trying to say that, you know, this is going to be, you know, Randy Gregory's in a very similar position.
Look, defensive player of the game is Jabril Cox. I'm assuming he has a shitload of tackles, but my player of the game is Justin Hamilton on defense.
Good for him.
Justin Hamilton made the most splash today. Now, you know.
Cowboys Rap said, if you're a receiver trying to make the team, Danucci's killing your opportunity. By the way, this cracks me up because Cap52 said, here's a question for you. Mike White or Ben DiNucci?
Mike White.
Mike White.
I don't know.
Everyone said Mike White.
Ben DiNucci is just horrific.
Here, Zeke is talking real quick.
Which is why you say, why does McCarthy even keep him on this fucking practice squad? Nice tackle. Nice job there. But fucking shit tackle by Tyler Coyle. Who can't just can't.
We didn't even talk about CeeDee Lamb.
Like, but tackling right now for this defense, first, second, third strings, whatever, it's been horrible. That's one thing that's got to be, especially in the deeper depth. I mean, we are doing horrible job tackling. Go ahead. What's the question?
No, sorry.
CeeDee Lamb, what about him?
No, just
another weapon on this team.
Yeah.
But what about him? In what sense?
Oh, no. Just that we, you know, because Captain is just saying that we know our team is very different with our starters, you know, the offensive line and stuff. But,
they bring,
you know,
those guys bring
I feel like last year, CeeDee Lamb got shortchanged so much because of the COVID season. I feel like he just, we weren't able to get to see him in the way that we normally would have seen a rookie. The way we're seeing Micah Parsons this year, you know. But I do think CeeDee Lamb absolutely has a potential to grow into that leadership. But honestly, I hate to say, like, CeeDee Lamb in a weird way reminds me of, like, me. I feel like if I were to be friends with anybody on this team or this roster, I feel like CeeDee Lamb and I would vibe the most. You know, just say, like, I don't know how to explain it. Something about him, just like,
you can relate to him. Yeah.
So, but he, to me, he almost reminds me of Cooper in the sense that he's not he's not the type of receiver that's going to be constantly, like, loud in your face. Get in there. Oh, damn.
Forces the tough pass, but they make the play and they get the first.
Right. But you get what I'm trying to say? Like, he, you know, people like to rag on Amari Cooper because he's kind of a more quiet, introspective guy. Like, to me, CeeDee Lamb is a guy that's going to get in your face, but he's not necessarily, like, the world's biggest shit talk. Like, he's not like Micah Parsons or Des Bryant. Exactly. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like he might, like, grow a little more into that. Yeah. Like, does that make sense?
By the way, Zeke, 6,384 yards, our third best rusher of all time. Tony Dorsett, 12,000 yards. Emmitt Smith, of course, all-time leading rusher in the NFL first. Just think about that. Zeke's already our third leading rusher in our history.
Again, I think if Ezekiel Elliott, you know, finishes his contract here in Dallas, which I fully believe he will, and hopefully retire as a Cowboy when that day comes.
That's possible. If he keeps up his high level.
He could easily take over Tony Dorsett. Or, I mean,
Tony Dorsett. That's it.
It was Tony Dorsett, yeah.
So, I mean, that'd be...
Sorry, for a second, I'm like, was it Tony? Yeah, it was.
He's already number 3, but he just barely got to number 3, but he's also barely really begun a full career here.
Exactly.
He's only 5 years. You got another 5 years.
Again, remember, the average running back career is usually something like 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, no, he's gonna go way past that, but my thing is, you know, if he stays healthy and good for 5 more years, I mean, he possibly can catch Tony Dorsett.
Cat52 actually thinks that Dalton Schultz would be my BFF on this team. So, actually, I think I would love that.
He's a gamer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think we would have fun hanging out and gaming.
Oh, man. Cowboys are just not there. Jabril Cox, another tackle with Luke Gifford. So again, our linebackers, as far as our third stringers, if Gifford is on the 53, which I don't think he will, it's more about special teams, though he might. But if he's not, he's still going to be even if he's on the practice squad, he's still our sixth linebacker. And to me, he's someone on special teams you can rely on, and a guy that looks, it's not horrible out there as our sixth linebacker.
See, I feel like Dalton Schultz is going to end up being our Michael Gallup. Like, we love him. We want to keep him. We love everything about him, but we probably won't be able to afford him when the day comes. Although, anything could happen, right?
Yeah.
But he is, Dalton Schultz is definitely proving himself to be the backup that could be a starter.
Jabril Cox, another missed tackle.
That's what happens when you call him defensive player of the game too early.
Listen, the guy has been, I will say, Jabril Cox has been playing fantastic. Probably has the stats. Probably has 13 tackles already or 15 tackles. But he missed the tackle. That's his third missed tackle. And before this game, the first three, he has had 0 missed tackles. Now he has at least 3 in this game that I've counted. So again, he's having a very active game, but I wouldn't say it's a great game for him. I don't think I would put him as his player of the game. I would put Justin Hamilton as the player of the game on defense.
Hey, Sully, you missed out. I used to have a lip piercing, so just saying you can.
First and goal for Jacksonville.
I don't mind the piercings on Zeke. I think it makes him look more intimidating.
They just get inside the 5 now. Mukwamu and Tyler Coyle.
I will say, I don't know why. Like, he did go heavy because he's got like this piercing and then he's got this one too. Like, I think he'd look better if he kept a stud here if he's gonna keep this one here.
I don't know nothing about piercings. I'm piercing less, and I'm tattoo less. So there you go.
I had a lot more piercings, so but took some of them out. So I had to retire a few of them, so to speak. So now I'm just a nice, normal, respectable seeming
fantastic Dallas Cowboy fan.
Woo.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Oh man, I thought they got the stop there. Too bad. But we do have the man,
the lunatic.
The lunatic. Much love with the $2.
The Godfather. Much love to the man, the lunatic. What did he have to say?
TB12, say hello to RG94 and Micah. Ooh, PPC, DC for L.
Hell yeah. Dallas Cowboys
Cowboys
for life.
Much love to Lunatic. Appreciate you. And, I want to see, I want to see Tom Brady sacked probably more than I've wanted to see a lot of things. Just saying. Like, I just don't want to see Tom Brady looking good, doing good, being good. I want to mess up his entire day. I want to see him make that stank face that he makes and he gets all pissy.
It's going to be a tough.
I want the whole Tom Brady loser experience.
It is a tough task to do that, but it's a great gauge. That's the thing about that Tampa Bay game. And I think when you see the starters, I know I'm going to kind of go back to the last question, but when you see the starters out there, to me, you're gonna have the culture change will be seen by when you have the starters in on offense and defense. So that to me I'm not worried about that right now. If it happens week 1, 2, and 3, then that's when I'll worry. But I think I'm okay. It's not a switch that's being turned on. It's more about just putting in a different team in there, and that's the switch. Then that's a switch. I don't know, but that to me, you're switching your players from your second and third stringers and figuring out situations, and you're not having a truly cohesive flow of a game here. You're doing your 2-minute warning drill in the 6 minutes in the second quarter. There's reasons why you're doing that. So I can't judge the score or the attitude based on trying to mix and match things. I'm looking at week 1, week 2, week 3, not just week 1. But week 1, 2, and 3, and see where the Cowboys are at as they're forming their team still. It's still, like you said, a transition, a process, a phase. But I think we're going to see it not start from here, where we're looking at now. It's going to start from here, and we're going to get to here over a span of 3, 4, 5 games.
I agree.
That's the plan, I think. That's the reality. For most teams, I think that's the reality. I'm sorry.
No, we're going to have to agree to disagree on the tattoos and piercings and stuff. That's where, actually...
No, I'm not. It's not a contest. No, it's just I don't have it, you do.
I know, but we also... Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have different tastes. I do like piercings. I do like tattoos. Not really the biggest fan.
I'm not even against it. I just don't care. That's not my thing either way. No offense to people that have it and don't have, But again, hopefully it's not like people say you don't have tattoos, so it's like, what are you, anti-tattoo?
No, but I can't wait to out-rep Mr. MCF when it comes to the Cowboys, since I am getting a Dallas Cowboy tattoo. That's like
what's
confirmed.
The picture?
There.
What's the picture? It's gonna be that star.
Yes, it's gonna.
You gonna have it right there in your chest like that?
No.
Tattooed?
No, we're not. We're not going for a chest piece.
By the way,
you have a heart attack just seeing me get.
Little Jay got me that right there.
Tattoo.
You see that? Oh no, that would be an issue for sure. Hey, let me show you my tat.
There you go.
Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the Jeremy Slade dropping that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on it. The $5 holla from the man, Mr. Jeremy Slade, and the Italian Queen in the star level, up above the board here. You can see them both in first place. 59 points, a little moved up here on the board, getting into the orange, away from the red into the orange. On the stream boss here, 59 points. That's Chauncey Golston right there. Much love. Isaac Alarcon takes it down. But Jeremy Slade, what did he have to say? 1, 2, 3 weeks, now 4 weeks. Sponsor of the week? No, sponsor of the month.
He said I had to remove some piercings, and you laugh. MCW now claims to be Mother Teresa. Am I the one who's getting these gems? You know.
I'm sure you're not the only one, but you definitely, made everybody notified. You gave everybody the alerts for it.
So I had, let me see. So right now I have obviously my regular ear piercings. I did have a second hole in each ear. I had my tragus pierced on both sides.
Your tragus.
So like the little fleshy part on the inside.
Inside the ear.
I had my lip pierced. I had my tongue pierced. I still have my belly button piercing. Even I don't keep jewelry in it all the time, but I do still have that piercing.
A couple other piercings.
And I had a few more. Pretty much all of them have been retired. Occasionally the belly button piercing will make an appearance. But actually, you know what happened? I had a Dallas Cowboy belly button ring, and then I lost the backing bottom of it, and I was just like, oh, and then I never replaced it. So I need to replace it. Yes. So I need to fully gear up in my Dallas Cowboy.
Now you definitely gave a lot of.
So there you go.
I want to hear what the comments are saying.
But yes, all the we had to retire them like Troy Aikman. Just
This is horrible to watch the offense work. We just gave the ball to Quan Hardy to see if he can carry the clock more times.
We're just running out the clock at this point.
That is exactly what's happening. I think they're running the clock out, and so we'll discuss. Let's keep talking. This is kind of the wrap, the cool down, the warm out, the wrap up.
Cab 52, like I said, I need the whole gamut of Tom Brady pissed offness. I need to see him yelling at a ref for a flag he shouldn't be getting. I need to see him that's my point. I need to see Tom Brady acting like the little bitch toddler that we know he is. Because how dare his precious ass end up on the ground? I need him knocked out.
Oh, the new chief.
Oh, God.
Almost another dropped interception, by the way. That's the two interceptions you talked about.
Cowboys mentioned earlier saying, Nussmeier has to work with Ben DiNucci. Why have they not worked on his throwing motion?
They have, but he just can't. He reverts.
Just saying, he's clearly should have been a baseball player, like you guys were saying. So I think that's the 2-minute warning.
Yes.
Let me grab my charger. My phone's at 5%.
Yeah. Let's see what's much love to everybody in the house. Cab 52, Retro, Scotty, Sully, Dan, Thor, Thunder God, Cowboys Abroad.
My phone almost died.
Jeremy Slade and the Italian Queen, and people that drop the love here tonight or in the membership. SnugX, Jordan, much love. Dwayne Broussard, Skeptical Fan, Bobby Bottles, De Lunatic, Eugenius Bear, Sky High. Thor Thunder God from Canada dropping it all the way from Hawaii. Jeremy Slade. And the Italian Queen, yes, first place, 59 points. Four. He's going for that Dak, and he's going to have that Dak 4 weeks in a row. That means sponsor of the month. That's sponsor of the month status. 4 or 5 people have done that here in MCF. So joining the club there, Mr. Slade.
Much love. Again, Slade, guys, we say it all the time, but we really can't do these daily live streams, bring you guys the news, the info, the updates, the way that we do without your continued love and support. So thank you once again. And football is here. That's it. The end of this game means that the next time we see our Cowboys are going to be doing real football shit.
Well, here on MCF, you're going to see our Cowboys on your screen.
Yes.
Later, sometime in the next 10 days, twice. Once against the Bucks and once, right after the 53. I want to see on the new Madden. On Madden 22. We're going to get that here, rolling here, next week. But I'm gonna get this kind of like our team here, kind of the true 53, the final guys. I want to just play them against each other. We can get a little bit of visual as we ramp up, because again, it's gonna be a quick turn here after the cuts. Tomorrow's gonna be the 53-man projection stream here on MCF. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's gonna be big. We're gonna want your opinions, and we're gonna break down who's gonna make the 53 and the practice squad. And our opinions, we think we're pretty close. Mm-hmm. We've hit it almost 98% every year. So I expect something similar this year. And then after that, it'll be 24 hours. We'll know who's cut. Then 24 hours after that, we'll know who the Cowboys pick up on the practice squad. So let's say Fan Friday or something like that of that week, we might end up doing the, doing like the Cowboy, preview for this 2021 season, us versus us.
Yeah. Then
the week after that on Wednesday, as we lead up to the game on Thursday, kicking off the season against Tampa, that Wednesday beforehand will be the simulation special here in MCF. That's going to be on Wednesday, the day before the game. Thursday Night Football,
and by
kicking
the way,
off the
sending
season,
our well
kicking off our
wishes
season.
to you, Sully. I know that you said you're battling COVID. Glad to see your temperature has at least been, going down throughout the course of this game. I know we've been getting more heated throughout the course of this game, but
that's good that you're stabilizing the positive way.
Yes, and guys, stay safe out there. Seriously, take care of yourselves. Be like the Cowboys at 93%.
Yeah. Hopefully, the Cowboys are at 94, 95. I saw Malik Hooker. Oh my God, fumble for the Cowboys there, and it's is that Brandon Knight?
I think so. Yeah.
He got the recovery. I think it was incompletion. Either way, don't get hurt doing something silly. No, we were just showing some Hard Knock stuff, which comes out on Tuesday.
Sorry, we'll see it Tuesday.
And the
finale. But again, Dak talking to the team.
Yeah.
The team talking to the team.
Yeah, just want to make sure everyone's, again, it's like you said, Sully, take care, brother. And, I was going to say Malik Hooker was on this field talking about COVID. He's got at least one shot. He was cleared, but he's got still not fully vaccinated yet, I don't think. He was wearing the mask on the sideline.
Okay.
While Dak and other guys were not. So you can tell which guys are fully vaccinated and which guys aren't.
Even if he's gotten his second shot, it's still 2 weeks after that second shot because who was it that had the second shot but still hadn't made it the 2 weeks? That's on the...
Israel Mukuamu,
yeah. Mukuamu. So Mukuamu is a player that I'm assuming he might be fully vaccinated now. Great job, Brandon Knight, by the way. Just
good
saying,
eyes.
That was...
Whether they call that incompletion or not, it doesn't matter. That's great eyes, great awareness.
I have to agree with the people who are saying that McCarthy looks a little bit checked out this game.
Cowboys are going for it on 4th and 3 on their own 32.
Why not? Can it get any worse?
There you go. Number 80 making a chance to make that practice squad right there. Brendan Smith, the guy who got our first touchdown from Benvenucci the whole year so far in preseason. So, Brendan Smith.
Rock in the house, much love. He says we need a quality backup quarterback.
I agree. I've been talking about Minshew. I've been saying Minshew, we should trade a 6th for him, and that's what the Eagles did.
How funny is it that the Eagles had to go for Minshew because Deshaun Watson straight up said, "I will not be an Eagle." He refused to go, even though the Eagles tried a lot to get Houston to trade him. He refused to be traded.
Side-arming it for Brandon Smith is his guy. So if Danucci makes the practice squad, Smith makes the practice squad. And I think Smith makes the practice squad, one of the last guys on that list. But I think he sneaks on there. You guys haven't seen TJ Vasher. He'll probably be on the injured reserve. The Cowboys probably keep him just to hold on to him. If the Cowboys think he's anything, the Cowboys will put him on IR and then just hold his rights for another year and get a chance to battle next year. Because he was on IR. He's pretty much been injured his entire training camp.
So our Thunder God, if we had... the money to be able to afford to have
good pickup on block,
an extra bedroom to convert into a man cave.
Ooh, there's Johnny Dixon. Get out of bounds.
I can bet you cold hard cash I would be allowed 3 decisions in that room, and everything else Mr. MCF would be designing it from the floor boards to the ceiling pattern. You would become an interior designer for the Dallas Cowboy man cave.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely put lights up and do certain things that would,
No, I'm just saying, you would, go all out there. So I guess that's, maybe for retirement, baby. I'll get you, instead of a she shed, I'll get you a he hut.
Oh my goodness. How about we just watch the Cowboys try to not fuck this up? There we go. Quan Hardy gets almost a first down, gets to the, almost a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal if they did. If they didn't, Danucci's trying to put together one last hurrah here to get a touchdown. We're definitely, we've been in the red zone. Now we're almost inside the 10 here, about to be 1st and goal. Don't think we got first.
It'd be nice to see somebody score one more time.
2nd and 2.
Has anyone actually been to the WinStar Casino and blah, blah, blah that Jerry is...
pushing
owner of,
is
right?
Is he the owner? I don't know.
So, no, Cat 52, that's the point. We can't afford a man cave. He's getting a he hut.
Danucci throwing it up. Touchdown. Johnny Dixon. Johnny Dixon.
That was a tough catch, too.
2 plays for him on this drive. Again, making himself be considered for the practice squad.
He can't be ignored.
Right. Again, he's got return abilities, special teams abilities. So, played gunner. Cowboys are looking at him for the for practice squad, and he made the play here. So good job by him, Johnny Dixon. Ohio State finally made something happen. Good for him.
Yeah, 34. So by the way, the Lunatic also, again, because Chris Plumage was asking earlier, where's the, I know it's Justin Quarles, the Q man, it's usually the stat man, right? The Lunatic said last time we went 0-4, obviously, in the preseason, was 2018, the year we lost to the Rams in the divisional round.
That's the best year we had in the last decade, basically.
So as far as a marker of success, technically, we are right on track to hopefully make it all the way to the NFC Championship game, right?
And beyond. No, and beyond. But that's not acceptable.
I know. We got new metrics.
New analytics.
Let me see. Brandy Earhart, what's up? He said, yeah, I'm from Oklahoma State, right down the street from the WinStar. You see the OJs. That was great. It's really good. Y'all should check it out someday. Yeah. So there you go.
Good to know.
I know when we were on the cruise, we went to the casino part, but I didn't actually, do any gambling. So I still technically have never gambled in a casino. So that's what I'm saying. Like so we gotta.
So sweet. We were in Amsterdam. I think we didn't gamble.
No, we didn't. I didn't even know there was a casino there.
We walked through it. I thought. All right.
No, again, it was on the.
I was a little fuzzy there.
I know, but I think the cruise was. Again, we went there, but I think you played. I watched you play.
Yeah, I lost some money. Playing Texas Hold'em. I definitely needed to brush up my skills before I went in there and just started playing. But hey, listen, I had a little play money. I used it. That was some years back, though. That was like 3 years ago, right? Shit.
Has it been? Yeah, it's been.
It's the last time I played poker in a real way.
So you guys would know better than us by the MCF videos and
lineage,
stuff. So.
Yeah, the history. So here we go, guys. Greg Zuerlein. Here we go. A little starter kickoff here just to get his leg warmed up. Can he get it back into the end zone like he has done pretty well pretty much the whole time? No, not too far in the end. Yeah, he got it out of the end zone. Good job for Greg Zuerlein. Again, he definitely has the power there. Again, that miss was from 56 yards, so I'm not crying about that too much. So, Greg Zuerlein, still got to see the leg, but I think we'll be okay with Greg Zuerlein.
You see, so Dallas Cowboys for Life said, I've been to WinStar. I didn't really care for it too much. Cap52 said, I went to ATM and I won money, but lost it all to the Bills. Lost it all to Bills.
To Bills.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's not really losing it, but yeah. That's kind of just getting money.
Let's be honest. The only person who ever wins is the IRS.
and that's a fact. And the Jacksonville Jaguars on the scoreboard, but we won.
Let them enjoy their only victory this season.
Let them enjoy it. We won with the lack of injuries. Outside of Kelvin Joseph today, there was really
I have not heard of any other reported injuries, and Kelvin Joseph,
nothing
again,
major.
We don't know the severity of the groin injury. But any groin injury, like Cowboys Abroad said earlier, when we're talking about any groin injury, it's usually a lingering issue. So let's hope
Which means Donovan Wilson as well, who's already, who's been injured with that groin in practice.
Let me see. Cowboys Abroad said the WinStar has a nice Dallas Cowboys bar and grill inside. Nice. He also said, let the cutting begin.
The cutting begin, yeah. Now it's official, guys. Hold on, let me see here.
Let me see. Again, guys, really appreciate everybody here. Let me do some quick shout-outs here since the game is... it's over.
They're taking it
that's it. They're taking a knee.
You see me put the final up, it's over.
That's right. So R87 in the house, of course, Jeremy Slade and the Italian Queen.
Much
Tip
love.
of the hat. Sully in the house. Hopefully you're feeling better. Retro Scotty, much love. Cowboys Abroad, the man from Japan, and his lovely
Big
wife,
B.
Yumi. Again, can't wait to see them both when we hit Dallas once again.
The faithful is alive.
Falcons game. There we go.
Yeah,
Got that.
in
that Falcons game.
Yeah.
Oh, Cap52 also said, before I forget, fuck the Eagles.
Fuck Philly. Hell yeah.
Always. I cannot get over the fact that Deshaun Watson literally said, I'd rather be a fourth-string quarterback than play for the Eagles. Like, that's what I'm saying.
I can believe that.
I love it. I love it. The Eagles just, destruct themselves, right? Dallas Cowboys for Life 0404. The Lunatic saying, we're going to beat the shit out of Tampa Bay. Like... I need to see turds on the ground, not just Tom Brady the turd.
A lot of that's going to come down to, can the Cowboys offense, which how will they come out? Will it be rusty?
Yes.
Will it be rusty for the offense? Will it be, will Dak be able to pick up quickly with the offense? That's going to be the key there. Kellen Moore is going to be able to. Look,
we have an entire week and a half to prepare and get ready. Dak Prescott already was doing more than expected just this week heading into things, so it's a matter of making sure we have solid practices, good practice reps, and have the ability to, maybe play through a few more of those maybe mojo moments or whatever McCarthy calls them, right?
Yeah.
One thing I did like today was, as much as it didn't work out too much, I liked the no-huddle offense there in the first half, towards, after the 2-minute warning when they were moving faster. And again, the problem was that it was Garrett Gilbert But overall, I still like.
There's some mismanagement by Nussmeier too, possibly there too.
And again, someone did mention in the chat that McCarthy and Nussmeier looked like they were getting into it a little bit, specifically during that time. So they were arguing back and forth. So I have to imagine this is also one of the reasons why we wanted to make sure that Nussmeier / Joe Witt Jr., who, by the way, he's clearly shown that he is Quinn's right-hand man when it comes to calling the defense. Right. I think they've done a fantastic job. I'm excited to see if we're even going to look better. Like, are we going to look better when Dan Quinn's calling the defense? Like, this is... You get what I'm trying to say?
Dan Quinn is definitely, he's going to be... It sounds like he's going to be aggressive. Again, I bring up the blitzing on third downs, which is like 60%. I don't know how it rated in this game, but I'm assuming it's somewhere close to that. You're looking at the blitzing in an overall game. We're third most in the NFL right now in preseason. Compare last year, again, it's going to be lower than that, but we only blitz like 23%. Now we're blitzing like 43%.
Yeah.
So in the regular season, it'd probably be somewhere in between, like 33%. Mm-hmm. So look for that to be 33. If we go 30%, that's going to be top 10 blitzing in the NFL, which is different from Dan Quinn's usual ways. He usually does not blitz. So another tweak to Dan Quinn's
Let me hit up a few more
scheme
points
mixed
here.
with our personnel.
No, Dak Ninja said, do you think Tom Brady drinks a protein shake Tuesday nights watching Hard Knocks? He probably has a big glass of, like, green juice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, probably not a protein shake. Yeah, like
nasty shit.
Man, I can't remember. I remember once he said something where basically, like, he only eats, like, certain... I don't know, guys, but Tom Brady has some weird food stuff. Clearly, it works for his alien metabolism.
Hopefully, we keep him on that diet. He eats that I know he's eating and drinking whatever these little green shakes are. Hopefully, he'll be getting some grass, some green grass from the ground with some dirt on the side.
It's very healthy, very healthy.
I want some green grass with dirt on the side served up for Tom Brady when we play him on Thursday of next week. Not this upcoming Thursday, but next Thursday, guys. It's almost here, and we're almost ready to plant. To make him a plant. Burying him in the
the deal said, Dak, stay healthy all year. Backup QB position is straight trash.
Which still, again, I'm going to reiterate this. Just don't doubt the fact that if the Cowboys keep Cooper Rush.
There might be moves to be made.
Yeah, in 24 hours from keeping Cooper Rush or Garrett Gilbert, you might see either guy, even as a second stringer, be cut. And us pick up another guy out there that was cut from another team in that 24-hour window. So watch for that move possibly.
Exactly. So, HE 2016 said, grading our team on preseason games is focusing on a different objective and target. Preseason is for 1, assessing 53 roster personnel,
correct.
And 2, not showing your scheme and playbook.
And 3, staying healthy, which maybe is number 1.
I think that to me is like, that's like
implied.
0.
Yeah,
how
exactly.
About that?
That's like
0.
That's like without even have to be mentioned. But I agree with that.
D-Shift, what's up? So, it's kind of funny. No, Dak Ninja, I'm a water purist. That's it. Either give me plain water or give me some other separate beverage. Exactly. No lemon water, no flavored cucumber, drink, strawberry, like whatever. Like, I don't care. Just plain water. Maybe an ice cube or 2. Just water. That's it. Water.
Plain old water right in the Cowboy
Good
cup.
old-fashioned water.
Hey, listen, by the way, that's little Jay right here. She brought that back for Father's Day for me, so that's awesome. We're going to have more
Cowboys
stuff.
totem pole.
Yeah, we're going to try to
Show
put
it up a little bit more, baby. You can't see the bottom of it. If you can.
Yeah, let me do that. There we go.
There we go.
It's not just the top part here, but it's also, boom, as I enter the room right there. Little totem pole. Go Cowboys. I can almost keep it on the side here. But no, we're going to try to have a little... shelving, guys, so the helmet can go up.
That might happen during the season, just because we were kind of expecting COVID to not be quite the way it was. So we need to get our
ducks in line there.
To, adjust.
I mean, it's a lot more stuff that has to go on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to do the whole setup here.
Yeah. So I'd rather leave that. Trust me, I can handle the technical stuff here, but I can't leave that up to the professionals. That's the way we look at it. Again,
a lot of people, Cowboys abroad, skeptical. Others are just frustrated with some of our backups for sure. Again, I don't think there's going to be too many surprise moves when it comes to Tuesday, but that's why you got to come back tomorrow, guys, to hear what we have to say as far as who's actually staying on this team. But we can't say enough again how much we appreciate everybody here. Yeah, take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's usually the best way to make sure you never miss a stream, but you can follow us on Twitter at MyCowboysFamily or hop in the Discord. The link for that is always down below. Just want to make sure I get all that out there.
And when it comes to the 53-man team, we have a good idea. We also give you a little preview earlier about kind of the thoughts on how you have to strategically make your cuts and who you put in back in your practice squad. You just can't look at a 53-man team. We're going to look at the 53 and the practice squad because it doesn't matter what order they go in or who's important or not. It's about how do we fit all these guys? How do we fit 70-man team on this roster with the players we have, and how do we assemble them in whatever way? As long as they're on that field, most of these guys can be brought right into the 53-man team if need be. At a drop of a dime, can be protected. 4 guys can be protected in the practice squad. Same rules from last year. So this is the practice squad. Believe it or not, when it comes to cuts, is probably one of the most important factors to look into, as well, of course, as special teams and how they played on special teams. So what I'm trying to say is, we know 40 guys, 45 guys already making this team. It's not all these other 53-man projection things. It's not a secret. We know 90% of the squad, but the practice squad will determine the final cuts on this team. The guys that could be eligible for the practice squad, the ones that are too risky to put out there to be picked up. So that could be a difference on some of these guys on top of how they played on special teams. I'm looking forward to breaking that down with you tomorrow, baby, and with you guys right here on My Cowboys Family. If you look at the schedule here on Tuesday, of course, it's Hard Knocks, but it's the official cuts day. So we'll be talking a lot about who's gone and who possibly will be coming back on Wednesday on the practice squad. So that's the moves. Again, other guys that are cut on other teams, like quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Maybe there'll be pickups as well. Maybe already will be a pickup before even we get to the stream. So either way, whatever happens, look for a very eventful Tuesday with the Hard Knocks to kind of the finale of it. And then Wednesday, we're going to start working on the 53-man. The real kind of Tampa Bay week starts then for me. It starts at that point, and then we'll have the Cowboy on Cowboy simulation, and then we'll have the all Tampa Bay Cowboy discussions from there on out, so that we can see what happens on Wednesday for the simulation.
No, I thought Alex,
and then Thursday
Alex
for the game.
Smith, did he retire? I don't think so, right?
I think he did. I don't know if he retired, or I don't know when Washington cut him or released him and he was gone. I know he kind of sounded like a farewell, but I'm not sure if he retired. Backup quarterback, I don't know if he's coming back. If he's available and around, then why not? I mean, we've thrown out other names like Blake Bortles. I think he's been signed, if I'm not mistaken. We've thrown out other names like RG3, right? I mean, why not give Robert Griffin III another a chance to be able to run the team for 2 weeks or 3 weeks? The thing about quarterback, even though we would have liked to see them in preseason, it's really, quarterbacks are not expected to be in, we're hoping not to be in there week 2 or week 3. So you're going to have 3 full weeks, 4 weeks, a month or more to acclimate the quarterback to the way your team does things when it comes to the backup spot and give them reps in practice. So see if he'll beat out a Cooper Rush or Garrett Gilbert.
I think Sam Darnold's also no longer playing football, although, right?
Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
Baby, he's with the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he was traded to them.
Is he? But he's a backup, right?
No, he's the starter for the Panthers. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Sam Darnold, right? We're talking about the Jets guy?
Yeah, someone just said it. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Why did I get him mixed up with...
I don't know. He was a starter with the Jets, right? He was a rookie, a high draft pick, and now...
So then who was the guy that helped Dak way back in the day? 2016.
Kellen Moore.
Kellen
Mark
Moore.
Sanchez.
There you go, Sanchez.
Yeah, no, he's not playing.
I don't know why I got Sam Darnold and Mark Sanchez
Retro Scotty
in my mind.
said that Bortles is not signed. So again, he's out there available. Why not bring in Blake Bortles? A guy who's gone to an AFC Championship, high draft pick, has some goods to him. I mean, Josh Rosen. I'm not saying to get him. He's not going to beat out. He'd be the same as Cooper Rush, but he was signed. He was even signed by someone. So Blake Bortles, RG3.
I think the argument could be made that there's better talent than Cooper Rush and Gilbert. Right. Not even to say that they're necessarily super awesome, great guys, but are they better than these two? Yeah.
Yeah. Not only that, those are two veteran guys that have some starting abilities in the league. We don't want either guy. If we lose the quarterback, for the whole season, it's going to be bad. But if we lose if we lose Dak for a couple games,
thank you, Cat 52. They were both Jets. That's why I was I was thinking about it. I'm like,
why? Jets,
why am I? I'm like, there you go.
But
again, my brain makes
the connections
there.
But I knew that was the reason why, but I didn't vocalize it, and I should have. But yes, they were both in the Jets.
It just makes more sense for me now because I'm like, why does that feel so? It's like right there.
Why did I make that little slip up? Like, oh yeah, because they're both on the same team. But no, the thing is that I think that I kind of lost my train of thought.
Good,
there.
because we got to actually kind of wrap things up, baby. Again,
backup quarterback,
yes.
Blake Bortles, RG3, veteran guys if you want that are still out there now. You don't have to wait for the cuts, but I think the Cowboys are going to wait for the cuts, see a quick little bit of film on some of these quarterbacks that are released, and say, let's bring him in. He's the guy, because that's a guy you can throw on your 53, and you give him 4 weeks to acclimate to the team and get to know the team. But it's a risk of losing Garrett Gilbert or Cooper Rush, which I think most people say, who gives a fuck? So, anyways, that's kind of the way it's going to go.
And Bernie, especially this offseason, it's been like almost Cowboys blinders. I have not, this is probably the offseason that I've looked at other teams the least or focused on what they're doing. You get what I'm trying to say? I usually feel a little more up on what's going on with the NFL, but I feel like this year I've definitely just kind of been like, nope, just all Cowboys all the time.
And right now, that's all, we'll get the names of people that are out. It doesn't matter who we want. It comes down to who's going to be available. Yes. So we talked about Blake Bortles and RG3 as a backup quarterback option to challenge Cooper Rush. We've been talking about that for 2 months. Cooper Rush and Garrett Gilbert, we wanted them in here earlier so we could see and put these guys to the test. But no, Cowboys are not signing these guys.
I think a great way to wrap up.
For a guy to be signed like Wednesday, let's say Tuesday to Wednesday. If the Cowboys sign anybody to replace Cooper Rush or Garrett Gilbert, whoever makes a second string spot in the quarterback.
So, I think a great way to wrap things up is with Choctaw Montana 808's question: who were your MVPs of the preseason? The entire preseason.
Jabril Cox. I mean, listen, I hate to say Micah Parsons because he's a starter. He showed some great things.
Let's kind of add the caveat here. No obvious starters, right? No Ezekiel Elliott or Micah
he didn't even play. But Micah Parsons played damn well. But yeah, Micah Parsons shined. He's going to be a starter. I don't count him. I'm looking at Jabril Cox on defense to be an Osa. These guys really showed up. I love Jefferson and Bohanna. But I think Jabril Cox overall is the backup situation. I think he's done the most. I think on offense, you can't sleep on for instance, a Rico Dowdle who's out for the year. Yeah. He was having a great preseason. I think Cedric Wilson
would have been my pick, but I'm actually going to hit you with
Cedric Wilson, Noah Brown as well, by the way, could be guys you could look at it saying, wow,
I'm actually going to hit you with a different one here.
Hit me.
Connor McGovern. A very quiet
solid
but MVP
backup.
Preseason. But he had such a good preseason. People were calling us trying to trade for him.
Right. That's true.
We've been having discussions about him supplanting a starter on the offensive line. I mean, that to me, that's a high compliment.
Yeah.
And the fact that we still constantly see him evolve, I already said, at least this game, I think that the offensive line did much better.
Yeah, I would say better, but that's still not good. Right.
I'm not, again.
I know.
The problems we have on the offensive line are still there, but I feel even more confident that Connor McGovern as a backup, and even if he had to play, right? You know what I mean? Obviously, I have to give credit. Both Connors have actually had pretty good training camps, preseasons.
At guard. Yeah, not at center.
At guard. No.
For Connor Williams.
But no, at guard. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Connor Williams, I think we've seen him, again, we're seeing the continuous progression. He's still the lowest man on the totem pole, it feels like.
On our starting group.
That's why I said Biadish,
Biadish would be in front.
That's why I said, it still feels like he's the lowest man on the totem pole there, but, overall, I think both Connors have definitely had really solid preseason / training camp, but I just think that McGovern did something right, is my point.
No, and I'm trying to say is that if we're looking at the starters, that's when you start. Okay, now we're looking at Connor Williams as a starting left guard.
It was Connor Williams that got into a fisticuffs with Aaron Donald, right? Yeah, all the respect there. Connor Williams.
He had a great offseason, preseason, offseason, whatever, preseason camp, but not at center. Yeah. So that kind of pulls him down a little bit.
And then I guess a little side note too. I actually have to give Malik Turner, right?
Yeah,
Malik Turner,
very
because
good.
He's again. It's hard to be big and flashy because Noah Brown, Cedric Wilson, we're taking most of those backup receiver snaps. But even from the first preseason game,
you put him over Fehoko.
He's been. I'm sorry. I have to admit, I don't know why everyone saw in Fehoko or continues to see in Fehoko. He's good.
It's more raw talent
he's okay.
and upside, but
and that's what I'm saying. They're definitely going off of the guy you hope he's going to be and not the guy that he is right now.
It's a risky cut.
But if I had to cut someone, I would probably cut Fehoko and keep Turner.
Nobody would pick up Turner and we get him back on the practice squad.
And that's where, again, Cowboys finesse the moves however you want to make it. But when push comes to shove, who's the guy that I think I would rather see? I would actually go with Turner.
So that's the same thing as saying...
As of now,
Right, it's the same thing as saying defensively, Justin Hamilton. How can you overlook this guy?
Exactly.
He's been, to me, one of the MVPs shown out there with Jabril Cox. And as the starters go, Micah Parsons looking great. Trayvon Diggs looking great. I mean...
Oh, that's right. Osa, Odigizua.
No, I said Odiggy. Yeah, I said him. I said Jabril Cox and Osa were the two that stood out in my mind with Bohanna and Hamilton on the inside there as well. So, that's where I think... And again, Trayvon Diggs as a starter, Micah Parsons as a starter, fantastic pick. Trayvon Diggs picking up, evolving the way he should. I love what they've shown on us. I mean, on offense, of course, CeeDee Lamb and, what we've seen from him, a little bit of him in games. But, the progressions of CD getting so much better, I think that's going to be great to see from the starters. But that's like saying Connor Williams as well, continuing his evolving, right, as a starting left guard. As a center, he's not doing as well as a back. When we're looking at backups, I would put Connor McGovern much higher up than Connor Williams when it comes to our backups. And Connor McGovern is a backup, and Connor Williams would be our backup center.
I don't think Bradley and I did all that much.
Bradley and I did, but he was involved in the backfield a lot. I think he'll be in doing enough. Him and Rondell Carter, they'll be on this team one way or the other, is my point.
I just don't think I would put him in the preseason standout guys. That's all.
I agree. He just had a couple good rushes.
He had a solid preseason, but not necessarily anything to write home about. That's all.
He had a good game last game, but he made some mistakes. He did a lot of good stuff, but it was more on flash. He flashed. And so that's good enough to make bottom of the 53 or the practice squad. But Anaya, I like what he's shown. It's just Rondell Carter's right there with him. I think he's more of a practice squad guy. And then you have, above him, you got Basham kind of still bashed, hurt. You got, Dorrance Armstrong, who's on the team. He's making it. So, it's kind of interesting little situation there and how you're going to finesse and move these guys on the team to make to the 53. Isaac Alarcon, 54, and another 16 on top of that. So that's 70 players. You got 81 now. You got to cut 11. It's not going to be that hard. We got to cut, all the way down to 53. We get back 16. Yeah. Pick the 16 that going to come back to you, and then you can make your shuffle moves. You can put a guy in the 53 and a guy in the practice squad. You can move it around a little bit easier that way once you attain the guys. It's more how we're going to get to 70.
Brad said that he'd also go with Malik Turner
on the offensive side.
In that scenario, over Fehoko when you're going off of what.
And the question is, will the Cowboys keep the 6th? I think special teams is the reason.
Come back tomorrow and find out.
Yeah, I think special teams will be the reason why Malik Turner, he made it last year because of not because of offense, not because of receiver. He made it last year because of special teams. So if he's still good on special teams and he's doing this on offense, he will make the team as the 6th receiver, but more as one of these special team guys the Cowboys want to keep on this roster. So, Fehoko, you cut him. You don't get him back. You might not get him back if a team rolls the dice on their 53rd spot and picks him up, and they cut someone else. That's one risk of Fehoko, where Malik Turner is coming back. It's kind of like Justin Hamilton, and now it might be too late to cut him. But last week we were talking about cutting him and bringing him back on the practice squad over Fehoko. There's no way you compare for that last spot. Who would you put on that last spot? Is Fehoko as our 6th receiver, and we get Malik Turner back on our practice squad, so he'll still be on the team and can come in as a 6th later. But do you keep Fehoko as the 6th receiver on our 53rd piece, or do you keep Justin Hamilton as our 53rd piece? Hamilton earned it.
I was gonna say, just no, and not just that, but even if, let's say, Hamilton, I don't know, say if he hadn't earned it, let's say Simi did look really good, right? What do we need more of? I'm sorry. It just it comes. I'm just
Gallimore in, Hill out.
When it comes to talent, you're looking at talent, but you also have to look at team need. And no matter which way you slice it, Justin Hamilton rises to the top of that list, whether it's by what he actually did on the field or what we actually need on the team.
Well, here's the thing though. Receiver, we have 5 solid receiver spots, and I say that 1, 2, 3 solid starters, and then 4, 5 solid backups. So we don't really have to worry about going to our 6th receiver. I think we're solid at our top 5 receivers.
Cat 52 agrees. I think we'll need Hamilton more at depth.
Yes.
So our Thunder God saying, I just want to say, number 11, I can't wait to see what this kid is going to do once
he's
turned loose in real games.
Micah the Missile going to be disruptive on the run and pass.
I think I actually did have an actual dream where Micah Parsons sacked Tom Brady. That definitely happened at some point in here.
You do know dreams sometimes come true. Tom Brady, I'm talking to you.
So I got you.
I got you.
And now we have to go because I'm sorry, baby. Super hungry. Yeah, we gotta feed this family.
Yes, we're gonna eat.
So, guys, thank you for hanging with us. This is the official stream of the day, though. So that means Jeremy Slade officially crowned 4 weeks in a row, guys.
Sponsor of the week, 1, 2, 3, and now 4, guys. He's the overall leader. He's gotta give some credit as well to the Italian Queen who helped him make sure to secure that spot. Yes, 59 points on the stream boss as well. So he's an Isaac Alarcon away from taking it over. You guys are, and he's got 59 points. That's Chauncey Golston. Probably be on the PUP list. We'll see what happens with him. But guys, much love, Jeremy Slade. The Jays have it once again, even the Jacksonville Jaguars, unfortunately. But when you look at the stream, at the Cash App side of things, as we wrap this up, guys.
That big D is coming sooner than they think.
Jeremy Bramlett, the Brand Man, part of the fam here. He had that crown the entire week. He's had it for 3 out of the last 4 weeks. The only guy who stopped him in the middle of that little streak is the guy who's taking it over once again. Another J name, a lot of J's today.
Jason Renfro.
Yes, Jason Renfro. You know him, guys. Much love. He's right now on vacation in Oklahoma with his dad, I think, hanging out, having some fun, and staying safe, but loving the life out there. Much love to Jeremy Slade, Jason Bramlett. Jason Renfro is going to be the Cash App King as we enter this week. And, you know, I guess congrats to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Talk about the Jays. I mean, congrats. You guys started put your starters in against our third stringers for a half. Congrats, I guess. You know, whatever floats your boat. But the Cowboys, you guys here in MCF representing it, thank you. Thank you, guys. We truly appreciate each and every one of you guys here rolling with us. The sponsors of the week, everyone who's dropped the love from above there. Yes. And those that dropped it today, guys. Snug X, Jordan, Dwayne Broussard, Skeptical Fan, Bobby Bottles, The Lunatic, Eugenius Bear, Sky High, Thor Thunder God, and of course, Jeremy Slade.
Much love
and
to all of you.
The Italian Queen.
But why do we do what we do here at MCF?
We did the shout-outs already, I think. Yes. Right.
Yeah, we did some shout-outs earlier, so I don't really see any new names here. But again, shout-out to everybody here.
Yes.
We'll see you guys again tomorrow.
Kicking off a new week, doing the 53-man, roster prediction with this practice squad, too. It's important. So on this note, guys, truly, we do this every single day and night. Why? That navy blue, that silver too, and of course you see it all over here. That star, right there, over everything, guys. Never forget the number one thing here: win, lose or draw, good, bad or ugly. We're always repping that star over everything. And here, my Cowboys family, here now and forever, the number one thing, as always, never forget.
Go Cowboys!
Hell yeah! Let's get that number 6 and beyond. Let's
Absolutely.
Go Cowboys! Let's do this thing. We scared the dog awake. But guys, thank you. Congrats to Jeremy Slade. Congrats to Jason Renfro taking over the spots at the top as we start a new week. And hey, 53-man projection tomorrow. The cuts then come, the hard knocks, and on and on. Madden 22, some simulations on our own. And as we enter the week against the Buccaneers, Brady, let's rock this thing, guys. Truly, thank you for being here with us. Can't do this without you all. In the chat, dropping the knowledge all night long, guys. All day long, I should say, in this scenario. Can't do this without you guys. The discussions, the back and forth, fantastic. Also, of course, the drops of love from above. Truly appreciate your appreciation of what we try to do behind this microphone. So again, once again, thank you for that, guys. The wife, the dog, Asha, your little Asha. We thank you. Thank you for the support and the love.
She's saving her jersey for the game days.
Yes, that's game days coming out. But we truly appreciate you guys on all fronts. But we got to come to an end here. 3.5 hours rolling here, watching this game reaction, play-by-play watch party. It's time to get out of here, guys. And before we can do that, I need some help from the wife here to end this thing. So, baby, as we say bye here on camera, peace out. We'll see you guys once again very soon.
Here, help me out, puppy. What do we have to do?
Guys, before we drop out of here, what do we got to do, baby? Oh, wait. Drop some knowledge in the chat. We learn, you learn. We all learn. Drops of love from above. Humbled and appreciative of all you guys. Congrats to Jeremy Slade and Jason Renfro. Much love to the Brand fam holding it down to the stream boss. But now we have to clock out, drop out for the day. We'll be back tomorrow for the new week, as the puppy here says. Hey, Asha, what do we got to do before we drop out of here? Oh, wait, no. My wife. Baby, what do we have to do before we drop out of here? Before, again, another great week here, another great love and support from you guys. And again, we'll update you on everything Cowboys tomorrow, kicking off a new week. Before we can drop out of here, baby, why don't you tell me what we got to do before we drop out for the day?
We got to drop the beat.